Hello, welcome to Spooky Tuesday. I'm your host, Robot Spacer.
I'm the stream ghost. Woo!
It's on Secret Crush. Hello, Culinary, David Alexander, Vervain, Valis. Great to see y'all. Hope you're doing well. So, last week we left off in this weird maze that's full of zombies. We've been able to deal with individual zombies, but for some reason, the same approach does not work on this group of zombies. I honestly don't know if the game is like suggesting that, you know, as we try to deal with one zombie, we're getting swarmed by other zombies, or what. I don't know if we can get through this area, or if we need to like find another way around. I mapped out the whole maze. There's a bunch of interesting spots. There's a coffin up in this corner. This is the zombie room we're in now. There's a few different spots that have a single tombstone. And this is the entrance where we came in. We also had a hint from the game that said something... there was a scroll that said, "The heart of the garden maze contains the Blothny gem." And then, "There are certain places you cannot go till you unlock the mystery." And there's a building near where the garden maze is in the backyard labeled Magisterium. And elsewhere we learned that Magisterium basically means mystery. So it seems like we need to unlock the Magisterium, which literally has a lock on it, in order to... I'm assuming there are certain places you cannot go is referring also to the maze, like it's all one scroll that says this. So my hunch is we need to get into there before we can find this gem that's in the garden maze. What else? We have geez, we got all kinds of stuff. The little demon guy that's got a key.
Oh, yeah.
That is just... I really wish to get to the bottom of that. I can't help but think I'm probably missing something there. I feel like, in general, it seems like we've been able to deal with things pretty soon after we encounter them. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I just, you know, like... There was the ghost skeleton lady, and it seemed like it took a little while until we could figure out what to do with that. But once I figured out how to use the no ghost correctly, like that was something we were able to obtain and accomplish pretty quickly after encountering her. Hello, F. Tom, Matt McGrath. Great to see y'all. So yeah, there's lots of things I'm puzzled by, and I hope I can figure out some of it without having to resort to too many hints. So anyways, let's get going. We pretty much left off. My last save was in the room next to this, and I figured I'd come in here and maybe try a different item on these guys. I don't know that I expect anything to work. But let's try this. The zombie does not catch on fire. You shouldn't have gone this way. It looks like you've now permanently joined the Dead End Kids. Your last waking moments are marked by wretched pain as you provide dinner for a group of ill-mannered dinner guests that just wouldn't leave. So it always tells us when we die in here that we shouldn't have gone this way. It also refers to it as a dead end, even though there is another exit over here. So that makes me think there isn't a way to get through this room. Maybe they're scared of a small spider. That could be. I'm actually kind of intrigued that we still have the spider. I know we used it. Shoot, what did we use that for? We scared something with it, didn't we? Drawing a blank. Anyways, I think we're going to head out of this maze. Oh, the axe is an interesting thought. I wonder. It is in the closet, yes. Question is, do we leave that in the pantry or the upstairs closet? Cracked tombstone just from the hardened earth to mark a man's grave. You begin to wonder how many graves inhabit this maze. You also begin to wonder which came first, the labyrinth or the graves. Can we open the tombstone? No. Can we hit the tombstone? Oh! A zombie shows up with a look of ire in its eye. Although it cannot speak, the expression on its face cries out, "Why are you messing with my tombstone?"
Oh.
Oops.
Faux pas.
Oops. Oops.
Party foul.
It's gone now. Don't worry about it. Hey, 6-7. It doesn't matter that I was uninvited because I'm here anyway. Well, surprise, you're actually invited. Okay, that was interesting. Was that good or bad or just neutral?
Good question.
I feel like it might have been a little bad. But I'm not going to worry about it. I feel like there's pretty good odds that we will have to restart the game yet again at some point.
Sure.
So I'm not going to worry too much about whether or not I should have done a particular thing. So here's the chapel again. And then this is the Magisterium. Stand at the entrance of a large domed building. The door won't open, it's locked, and it seems to have a pretty standard lock. Anonymous, thank you so much for that gift sub to Efton. Appreciate that very much. And Efton, I hope you enjoy your emotes. No, 6-7, come back. I'm sorry, you're uninvited. Is that right? So it has a standard lock. The other thing I keep thinking about here, related to our various lock-related problems, we also found a scroll. I believe this was with the other scroll talking about the garden maze. And this one said, gold, silver, and mercury, together they form a key. And I'm not sure what to make of that. We found there's a desk with a bunch of notes talking about various elements, including those. And they kind of had some hints as to where we might find these elements. We do have, I think this amulet is gold. Yeah. Gaudy gold amulet. Mercury. Yeah, we have a little bottle of mercury. But then silver we don't have. How scared should I be right now? I'm feeling like 6 is about right. You think? I don't know. That's tough. I feel like I'm at a pretty low level of scare right now.
Yeah, I'm at like a
There's
3.
no immediate threats. I guess there's dogs running around, but I feel like the dogs aren't going to get us. Did you say 3?
Yeah, I feel like I'm at like a 3.
Yeah, that feels about right to me. But, your own level is, it doesn't have to be the same as ours.
Yeah, I'm not controlling the game, so I am not in any virtual danger. That probably makes a difference.
Silver is here. Great. We can form a key now. You just have to swallow this mercury and our gold amulet, I think.
Unfortunately.
Is that how that works?
But unfortunately, silver is not Mac compatible.
Oh, that's a bummer. We'll have to find different silver then, I guess. But good to see you, Silver. Regardless. Silver finished playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist the other day. It was very enjoyable to watch through. And shoot, did you announce what you're going to play next? I know you've got some other games kind of on deck, but I can't remember if you said what's coming up next in the immediate future.
I think you mentioned some titles, but I can remember none of them.
Like I know that Swery game is coming up.
That was one of them.
What's that called? Shoot.
The Good Life?
The Good Life, yeah. I'm just kind of flailing around here because I don't know what to do. And I don't really want to ask for a... Oh, right. We have this little cage, which I feel like has to be related to the mystery of the little guy.
Can you take that with you?
Maybe we should experiment with that. I think we can. It just takes up a lot of room. I'm going to leave this here. We should probably take that anytime we go out into the garden.
Probably. Oh, right.
Oh, right. Your whole October fun times. Yes, I'm very excited for that. Very, very excited. Steel Rising. Yeah, I meant to look that up the other day. It sounds kind of familiar, but the description of it is very intriguing to me. Marie Antoinette era France Dark Souls, where you play as a sentient clockwork robot maid. So this trap, I feel like maybe we can combine this with our other ideas we had, or maybe we just need to combine it with some sort of food item or put a pile of sugar in it or something like that. It seems like our little demon buddy has been getting into something that's giving him a lot of energy to run around real fast. So that's kind of our main hint that we had as to how to deal with him. We previously tried to poison him, which we couldn't figure out how to accomplish that successfully. So let's drop this here and then pop open the sugar. Oh, I'm trying to double click to open again. Got some lightning. Next actual game is probably a horror game with Edgar and Retro. I'll also be playing the full Critters for Sale game sometime in October. Oh, neat. I'm very intrigued by that one. Right up my alley. Okay. I was worried this might happen. Oh, we click, operate, click? Does that work? Operating the sugar on the cage produced no effect. Okay. Ah. You have just caged to the sugar. Is that good?
Oh, you've baited the trap.
Have I, though? That's the question.
I mean, theoretically.
Like, I'm definitely going to leave this lying around. In fact, let's, like, interact with some things here to see if we can get little guy to come through again. But, like, there's nothing to suggest that this is a trap, really. So that's kind of the big question mark for me is this going to work as a trap, or do we need to do something to turn it into a trap, or I don't know. Lots of flashing lights and Critters for Sale. Speaking of content warnings, I'm not sure if this went off already, but there's not a whole lot of flashing and stuff in this one, but there has been a little bit. Occasionally some jump scares and just general like spookiness, but doesn't seem like anything too bad overall. But just so everyone's aware, should we leave and come back maybe? feel like this is not doing much. Review my notes further. We have our spells. I just remembered a thing, which is that, first of all, there's a link there to the version I've talked about previously of this game, which is for Mac and Windows, and it like kind of ports the both original Mac interface that we're playing here, as well as the 2GS interface, which is in color and just some, slight, relatively minor differences. And then there's also a completely different version of the game that is currently available, which is a port of the NES version, which is very cool. And that one's available. It's on Steam for Mac or Windows, or you can get it on PSN for PlayStation 4 or 5 or Xbox One. And I think I might, when we finish this version, do a stream of the NES version just to kind of compare. I assume once I've, figured out all the puzzles in here, it should be pretty quick to play through the NES version. And I think it'd be fun to just see how that compares. It's very different. Like it's obviously very similar, but the UI is a fair bit different because they need to make it work with an NES controller. I think the art has been pretty much completely redrawn. It seems like the 2GS version seems like colorized version of this art, whereas the NES art is like very different. It still shows basically the same thing in each room, but it feels like they've redrawn it in a way that works at a lower resolution, and I think looks like it was drawn in color as opposed to being colorized black and white art. And it's also got music and some interesting little differences. I was reminded of that because in here we can type out our spell words. I was checking out the NES port version, and in that one you actually get a list of spells along with a text inventory list. And I was wondering, we found the spell dictionary that had all these words, and I'm curious if that gives you all these words in that spell list, or these are the two like complete spells we've found. So maybe those are the things that would show up in the spell list. I do not know. But mostly I'm wondering if we could potentially, make up our own spells. I don't think that's anything we've done yet with any success. I really don't see any obvious thing to try to do. I'm trying to think. Like we have Magisterium. Is there some way to we don't have like an unlock word or anything like that? It'd be great if we did. Propel. I'm also wondering if we could possibly, use a spell on this little critter, but that doesn't seem like it makes sense because every time it appears, it goes through so quickly.
Yeah, I feel like trapping it in the cage there.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like the most likely to be successful idea we've had so far.
Right. I feel like you maybe learned about a bit more about the gold, silver, and mercury puzzle than you ever told me.
I don't know that I learned anything actionable.
Okay.
What I remember...
You seem to think it was important that we pick up the papers in the desk.
I mean, that's what the universal hint system seems to be suggesting. Okay. And I don't have that tab open anymore, but also I feel like the way those hints were written would maybe not be helpful to the way you have been playing the game so far.
Yeah. Is there anyone in chat that is familiar with this game? If you are and think you could offer a nudge in the right direction, please raise your hand. It could be with any of the things I'm stuck with. Like, there's a lot. There's this little guy that's got a key that keeps running through the room. We need to figure out how to, deal with him, get the key from him, I assume. There's the maze. We're not really sure what to do in the maze. We're not sure how to unlock the Magisterium. There's various, let's see. I think this is the main door inside the house we have not unlocked. My hunch is that's the key. Well, I feel like the key the little guy has is either for this door or the Magisterium is my guess. I don't know which. Did you find the greenhouse yet?
I think you did.
I remember growing something in there. Interesting. Okay,
yeah.
We did find the greenhouse. We have not done anything in the greenhouse yet. So that's an interesting bit of knowledge. Thank you. I don't know what we could grow in there. We got lots of little liquids I'm not sure what to do with.
Can you interact with all those things on the table?
Yeah, pretty much. There's some flowers here. I don't know if we could maybe pot the flowers. Oh, there's that bat again. I don't think we've ever seen that inside before.
Really?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't.
There's a pepper mill. We got 2 empty wine bottles. Oh, right. There's a bowl full of fruit.
I see.
It's got bananas, apples, and plums. I wonder if those might be better bait for a trap. You've just caged the bouquet. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to click on the banana. You've just caged the banana. An interesting thing is... Oh, okay. We can open the cage and get stuff out of it. Okay.
Just ran by.
Yeah. Little guy just doesn't stop. I feel like the cage... Putting food in the cage is probably not the right idea.
The door appears to be closed.
Right.
So I guess it's a cage rather than a trap.
Right. There he goes again. It's taunting me. Let's get this back out. So we could try to plant a fruit. Oops. Let's take one of each fruit. And through here. We don't have room for that. We should be okay. As long as we don't go towards the maze, I think we'll be okay. So here's the greenhouse. Oh, right. There's, I believe, a single use of water in this watering can. We have various sorts of water in the house, but I couldn't find any way to fill it up again. If I tried to use the watering can on like a source of water, it seemed like we were just watering the source of water and then we wasted our water. Very odd. Dry, rotten strands of wood stick out of the clay pot filled with dust that was once topsoil. I'm wondering which... Oh, okay, so this one is empty. So let's give us some nice space to work here. So we got our empty pot. It is filled with dirt. So, do you think I should plant flowers in it or a fruit?
I have no idea.
I mean, they're cut flowers.
Right.
So, I don't think sticking these flowers in a pot in real life would accomplish much. Mm-hmm. It did occur to me that maybe we want to cut a fruit open. We do have an assortment of knives to choose from in the kitchen. So maybe we should try that. Operate apple. You should not try to cut the apple. Interesting. Should not try to cut the banana. Should not try to cut the plum. Okay, well, I tried. Let's try just planting a thing then without cutting it open first. We'll operate the apple on the pot. Operating the apple on the clay pot produced no effect. Okay. Forgot to tell my devices to leave me alone. Hey, can't stop the kittens? Welcome. Great to see y'all. Hope you're doing well. I assume you've been here, I think, at some point while we've been streaming Uninvited. But for anyone that hasn't, this is a very old Mac game. I want to say from 1986, which also happens to be the year I first got a Macintosh. Nice little tiny computer that, here we go. It looks just like that little emote in chat. And it had tiny little 9-inch screen. It just had black and white pixels. And this game Uninvited is very interestingly kind of modeled after like the, standard user interface elements of the Mac OS at the time. We're playing this on System 7. These days we're up to, Mac OS 13 is coming out next month. So we've come a long way. But there's an interesting little adventure. You start out in a car that has been in a crash, and it's about to catch on fire and explode. So you have to get out real quick, and you come upon this creepy old house, and there's lots of strange and spooky things going on here. We've encountered ghosts, and we trapped a spider and are keeping him in our pocket. And right now we're trying to just figure out what the heck to do next. We're seeing if maybe we can plant something in this greenhouse. I don't know if that's a thing, but Vervain in chat thought it might be, so we're giving it a shot. You were playing Valkyrie Profile. Neat. How are you enjoying that so far? I think my first Mac experience was playing Math Munchers in the Gifted class. Interesting. That does not ring a bell for me, but it sounds very fun. Thank you for the raid and welcome. So, did I try the flowers yet?
I don't think so.
The bouquet does not have any effect on the clay pot. let's look at what is in each plant that is already here. See if maybe there's one that's showing some minor signs of life. It's a plant skeleton, so probably not that one. The dead plant in this pot has begun to decay. It is covered by a fine white film. Dead wood sticks poke out of rock-hard dirt. This one with the white film stands out to me. Like, they all sound like they're in various
Right.
quite poor conditions. I guess I'm a little bit inclined to try watering one. Let's do a quick save as. And I'm going to try watering this one here. You have just sprinkled water on the plant. And it's got the same description. Plant
Skeletiano.
Skeletiano, yes, thank you. Valkyrie Profile is such a beautiful game. Nice. Valkyrie Profile is one of my favorite games. It got retro Chivos for the PSP version, so I'm going through it for, I think, the 4th time. It's gorgeously tragic since your party members are all recently deceased warriors, and it's overall making a point about the dehumanizing aspects of violence.
That sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
Also, I find it interesting in this game that you are very fascinated by the fine white film possibly being meaningful, when to me, who's been gardening all summer,
right,
that just sounds like it's starting to compost.
Yeah, like, I mean, I agree.
You really can't get anything to grow. Like, if a plant has begun to compost, it's not coming back.
Sure. I guess it just stood out to me as having a slightly more detailed description.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, also, the battle system has a very fun combo system. Neat. So I think we only get one chance at watering here, but let's try another one. Watering can is empty. Yeah. So we're gonna... No. We're gonna back up.
Since you're in the greenhouse and trying to do something specific, I feel like this might be a case where the universal hints might be slightly useful. If you would like me to.
Yeah, sure, go for it. And I'm gonna restore yet again. I mean, it's silly of me to water something and immediately expect results,
right.
But I guess in game terms, I don't know how else to determine if I'm using my one opportunity to water things correctly.
Okay. You don't need to put anything in any of the pots.
Is that the same game Kia Purity was playing? I was thinking that was a sequel.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wasn't watching closely.
But yeah, I knew it was at the very least, part of the same series. And there's a new game, Valkyrie Elysium? Is that right?
That sounds familiar.
Something like that. Coming out soon. There's a demo out now.
I feel like I saw that on a store page that I was looking at recently.
Each character is mapped to a face button. Different weapons have different attack possibilities. Unleashing a super attack might leave you vulnerable, as it can take multiple turns for a character to return to battle ready state. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Neat. So you were saying I don't need to put anything in a pot. I just need to water one of these?
Yes.
But you're not going to give me any hint as to which one.
I can if you want me to.
Should I? I guess only. I'm very intrigued by the plant skeleton, so I'm going to give that one a shot. You just sprinkled water on the plant. It's still a plant skeleton. Give me a further hint, because
one of the pots does not have a plant in it. Yes.
Oh, so I just want to water the empty pot?
Yes.
Okay, I guess that makes a sort of sense. Water streams from the can into the hardened, cracked soil. The dry dirt quickly sucks up the liquid nourishment. This potted plant was obviously in desperate need of a drink. Okay.
And now you want to...
There's a large red clay dirt-filled pot. Nothing is growing in it.
For some reason, you want to put this in your pocket.
Okay. Pick it up and place it in my purse. I mean, it makes sense. Just, I assume it's going to eventually grow, and if we have it with us, then we can keep an eye on it, right?
This is a case where the hints just kind of tell you literally only what you need to do in the room you're currently in. So, like, as far as what you may or may not end up doing with this, or where you end up doing it with it elsewhere, like, I have no idea. I have no guidance whatsoever.
Okay.
But that's apparently the only thing that there is to do in the greenhouse.
Okay. I should write this down on my my walkthrough here. Use watering can on
I'm kind of curious if over time it will become a potted plant that's like visibly growing in your pockets.
I mean, I hope so. Now what? Like, now I'm just kind of back to where I was while I wait for this to grow. I assume once it grows, I will be able to accomplish something with it. I guess I will kind of take a little tour around the whole map here. Let's try our talk to head spell on this statue. The statue trembles and utters the words, "Help your brother."
Dude, we're trying.
I'm trying so hard to help my brother, but thank you for the advice. I guess that's useful.
Have you ever lit the fire?
I have. I assume I have not done it in this save.
Okay.
I did use a match in this save. So it's possible I lit it and it went out, but let's go ahead and... oh, no. I lit the candelabra.
Do you have the box with no hinges?
It's in the cabinet where we found it.
Okay.
I figured that was the best place to leave it until we figure out what to do with it.
I wasn't sure if it wasn't in your pockets because you hadn't found it in this or done it in this save yet, or if you left it somewhere on purpose. Okay.
Okay, so I have lit the fire. That's better. The dry firewood quickly caught fire. Now it's not so chilly. And now I have a lit match in my pocket. That's fine. It'll go out soon. It has now gone out. So yeah, I've done that like once or twice maybe, but I have always ended up finding some reason to restore. So we've never left it lit for very long.
The hints for can I use fire for anything? Mm-hmm. First it says, it's warmer now, isn't it? And I feel like this is a characteristic first hint for all of these hints so far, where it's basically just like, you click and you learn fucking nothing. Like, yeah, am I supposed to think something special about that?
I mean, that feels like a really subtle hint, like...
Right.
You know, what would you want to be warmer? How does being warmer help in some way?
Second level of hint is read your notebook. Do you I don't remember there being a note. You have a notebook in the game? I think they mean a notebook in the game. Is that a thing?
It's insecticide. I'm trying to think. There's been various books.
Like the
I can't think of any item.
Notebook.
Which key is in your inventory? Looks old and looks like an old and somewhat tarnished skeleton key. I believe this is the key that came out of this chair.
Okay.
Which we were then able to use. There's a cabinet in the rec room that opened, and a cabinet in the bedroom upstairs that it opened, and that had the hingeless box, which we have not yet opened, and a couple scrolls inside of it. What were we talking about?
Read your notebook.
Oh, right.
What that could possibly mean.
There's been various books. I can't think of anything that I would describe as my notebook.
Right. Let me go back.
Honestly, this is the closest I could think of as this spell dictionary book. Oops. There is a flame. What could we do with flame? We could propel it. We could talk to it. Let's just experiment. Let's try to propel flame. Projectum spirca abraxas. I'm absolutely going to save first. And then let's speak to the fire and say projectum spirca abraxas. The fire can't hear you. That makes me wonder if I mistyped it. Let's double check my spelling here. Projectum spirca, small flame or spark. Abraxas. I think I typed it right. You can talk to the fire all you want, but if it answers... Oh! Our plant is growing! There's a little sprout!
Oh, fun.
Tiny sprout has pushed its nose out of the dry dirt. A tiny plant in its first stage of life now struggles for survival, hoping to grow into lush green vegetation.
That's fun.
Nice.
I don't know what to make of this hint about read your notebook. Because to me that makes it sound like there is an item that the game would consider to be your notebook, and if you read it, it would give you information about something you could do with the fire.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I could simply tell you instead what to do with the fire, but then I will not get the satisfaction of understanding what is your notebook.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, I feel like it's more fun if the game is giving you this information, right? Not your wife reading context-less hints.
Right.
I'm wondering about that, actually, as if the universal hints are not for this version.
Ooh.
But I don't know how I would...
The spells were in your notebook in that version. Okay.
Okay. So...
Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh.
So maybe, can you reread whatever information had the scrolls on it?
Yeah, I'll look at that again. Okay. I also have them written down, but we'll go look at it again. David, do you have any particular requests? Can I operate the fish on myself, impale myself on the fish is what I was hoping would happen. Any death works.
Any death will do.
Oh! It's even bigger now. previously lifeless clay pot now sports a lush green plant. It displays proud green leaves from strong, limber branches. It has grown at an amazing rate. It's interesting that Automod objected to you saying that you like the fancy lady, but yes, she is in fact gone.
Apparently saying you like a fancy lady, the robot moderator believes might be misogynist.
I mean, it could be inappropriate, sure.
It could be inappropriate, but I don't know about misogyny.
Yeah.
Sometimes ladies are fancy, and it's okay to like them.
I'm going to save here. I'm trying to think of an interesting death we could try. So far, I'm not coming up with anything. I can't use the spear on myself. Rifle is not loaded. Can we consume the plant? You can't eat the plant. Can we consume the flowers? The bouquet was very tasty. We just ate a bouquet. It's apparently not fatal, though, unfortunately.
I mean, a lot of flowers are edible.
Can we eat the insecticide? You should not eat the can. That's our mercury. Can we eat the spider? No. Hey, Coffee, good to see you. We'll do some good old brown liquid. That's one we can drink, right? You find the brown liquid somewhat tasty. It has a flavor not unlike almonds. Ah, yes. You feel very weak, almost nauseous. Oh!
Ooh.
Our plant has fruit now.
Oh. The
limber branches of this rapidly growing plant bend under the weight of the heavy fruit it now bears. Okay. I missed... Basically, we're dying. We feel much worse now. Can we... How do we pick the fruit? Operate. The aromatic almond smell is coming on very strong now. Every pore of your body now exudes that smell. Seems bad. You definitely should not have consumed the contents. All your limbs are leaden and ache terribly. Waves of nausea continue to wash all over your shore. Maybe we can use a knife on the plant to cut the fruit off. Should not try to cut the plant. The odor of almonds is all around you. You are now incapable of walking or moving. The weakness you felt has spread to your mind. As you gaze around the area where you spend your last few moments of life, you ponder the ultimate wisdom of eating and drinking unknown things. Thank you, David, for that redeem.
So now that the possibility has been introduced into my mind that the universal hint system hints are written for not this version.
Right.
It makes me wonder how trustworthy they are.
My understanding, which may be wrong, is that there's not any, like, major changes. Mm-hmm. Like, most of the changes are UI, which is what led to this confusion.
Right. And,
like, little... Like, in this version, it's your little brother that's in the car with you and goes missing. In the NES version, it's your sister, I think older sister specifically.
Really?
I guess just to make it less scary.
Okay, weird. So this version is, it's still referring to a little brother.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
So, okay,
that's
so
weird.
the papers with the spells on them.
Yeah.
You have them? Can you read them?
I don't have them with me.
Okay.
I have them written down, but it's kind of a summarized version, so I'm going to go read the whole thing if I can get out of here.
Information on those papers other than the spells?
So when we read the book, it says, the book is open to a page which seems to be filled with definitions. Instantum, sudden and momentary, here and gone in an instant. Illuminaris, a bright white light. Projectum, the propulsion of an entity. Spirca, a small flame or spark. Speaken, to talk, talking. Hephod, the head, the skull, etc. Magisterium, mystery. Abraxas, it is a magical word, a vehicle through which magic is directed.
Okay.
And then elsewhere we found two complete spells written down, which were Specken, Hephod, Abraxas, which we have now used to talk to multiple heads. statue heads, that sort of thing. We've also used Instantum Illuminaris Abraxas to make a sudden flash of light appear, like lightning.
So here's my...
So we have like an action, a noun, and Abraxas, the magic word that joins it together.
Here's my struggle. I have looked at a hint that starts with do an action, read your notebook, whatever that may be, and then presumably from reading your notebook, you would know that you need to place an object into a situation. I'm trying to be so vague right now. What I could tell you what object to place into what situation. What I want to understand is how the game is supposed to convey this information to you. How is the game introducing to you the idea of combining this object with this situation?
I feel like based on what you're telling me, first of all, I feel like maybe I need to put something in the fire.
Sure.
Second of all, I feel like we're still missing something with the read your notebook. Like maybe this is referring to something we haven't actually found yet, or
I don't know. And I've tried
something other than this magic dictionary.
I have tried to click around through all of the other hints. It's like all arranged by room. So I've tried to click around to all of the other rooms that I can think of to find any reference to anything like a notebook, but the hints are so terse. Like the writing of the hints is like just go in room, pick up thing, verb the noun, and like there's no context, no additional context. I could have just airdropped you the link.
Well, I was specifically... Yeah, this is not even...
What did you type?
I typed uninvited, where is the notebook?
Are you sure you want to be doing that yourself?
I wonder if maybe you should look up a walkthrough.
Sure.
And...
Ooh, guided walkthrough by Doom Master 1994.
This walkthrough, I searched this walkthrough for the word notebook, and it talks about the book we were just looking at. It says there are some definitions that you would be well advised to write down in your notebook, like, which I think is, talking about literally writing things down in a notebook. I wonder if that's actually what the guide is talking about.
I really don't know, because like you looked at all of the magic words and none of those gave me
what I'm saying is the guide is assuming you've written a bunch of things down in your physical notebook.
Sure, but at no point elsewhere in the hints does it say anything about writing things in a notebook.
Some other answers might, or it's possible it was like these clues were like built off of a walkthrough like this, which is telling you to write things in a notebook.
This is also why I feel like they're not very good hints, because if you're just blindly going around and then you're like, oh, I'm stuck, I need help, then you gotta first of all solve the puzzle of how to find whatever room you're in these hints, because if you're inside of a room that's off of the hallway, you gotta click hallway, or what's a better example? If you want to find the kitchen, shit, where even was that? Okay, if you want to find the kitchen first,
it's off the dining room,
but you gotta click downstairs, and then you gotta click dining room, and then you can find kitchen. Right. So like, maybe that is easier to parse if you are actually playing the game and have a sense of the like layout of the house. Right. For me, trying to find hints for you for very specific situations, it's not.
Sure. Yeah. Which is kind of why I'm thinking maybe it would make sense for you to look up a walkthrough. Like,
sure.
I feel like
the walkthrough for the PC version. Do you think that is going to be acceptable?
That should be fine. Like, that's so vague, I don't know what that means.
This guide is strictly for the DOS and Windows versions of Uninvited. It can also be used for the C64, Amiga, and Atari ST ports too, I believe, since they seem to function like the DOS and Windows version.
I would expect those to be pretty similar to this version.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not positive. I'm just kind of guessing there, but the only version I've heard about having notable changes is the NES version.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't actually open these scrolls in this save. Either way, it doesn't check your notebook and imply the game told you an answer at some point. Yeah, like...
That's what I'm trying to get at, is like somewhere... Like, I kind of vaguely recall you reading a document that talked about a thing that you need to put in a situation. But you don't have it, and I don't know where it would have been.
Right. I'm going through right now to find the different things we can read and read them to try to get an idea of what I'm missing here. Mm-hmm. Oops. So those we're familiar with. There's also a couple of, like, diaries lying around. One of them is here. My star is gone but not lost. Master's servant will pay for his indiscretion. The vehicle of my power has not yet served its purpose. When it sets me free, I will have a chance to realize my unlimited potential. The forces of the technological society will be unprepared for the likes of me. I will not be denied. My omnipotence is inevitable. That's not super helpful. Do we ever open this closet? Okay, it's empty. Little guy. I thought I saw something underneath the bed, but I don't think. I think it was actually the corner of the book here on the nightstand. There was another little book we found somewhere that I'm trying to...
Was the text you were just reading from the book that is now on the floor?
Yeah. Oh, our overall timer has run out. I think I missed a screen. The evil presence proves too much for you. You are now united with the massed assemblage of undead beings that inhabit the estate. Strangely, for the first time, you now feel at home here. Neither living nor dead. You are impervious to pain or pleasure. You feel no discomfort. You feel no comfort. You feel nothing. You are nothing. You are but an undead pawn in the hands of an evil player. Life as you knew it is over. And there's our little buddy there with his key. I'm gonna murder you someday.
So, okay, I'm going through this walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
I have come to a point where when you find the
Oh, that just quit the game.
you find the hingeless box and some scrolls.
Uh-huh.
Take the box, but leave the scrolls, as you do not need them. It tells you some tips on how to get certain parts, but leave that up to me.
Sure, I guess.
So it's like you don't need that silly in-game information. Let me tell you what to do with things.
Yeah.
So I think that might help me get the closure that you should maybe go back and reread those scrolls.
Oh. Really?
That maybe that's the source of the information that I
is that
desperately seeking.
Is this how we're making a key?
I don't know.
The two scrolls that's referring to, gold, silver, and mercury, together they form a key. And the other scroll says the heart of the garden maze contains the Blothny gem. There are certain places you cannot go till you unlock the mystery.
I don't know if this is going to result in a key. Mm-hmm. I just know it's a thing that you need to do.
Anyways, I'm gonna real quick go through everything here. We could just back up and wait, but I feel like this is a good opportunity to do another quick speed run of the things we've done so far. It's honestly the worst part is waiting for the thunder to finish every time it goes. Like, I don't think it'll take that long to get caught up. I'm just going to take the amulet here. I don't think the letter's important. And I've got this walkthrough I've constructed. Yeah. Open. Go. Spider cider. No ghost. And here we've got, I guess I don't actually know if we need that candle. Lab journal. That's the other book I was looking for. Iron pentagram in bedroom. That's the other bedroom, I think. Wait, where is it? I don't remember what this is. Oh, that's where we found our 2 spells. I can't remember where this pentagram is. It just says iron pentagram. Oh, on the right side. I'm a dingus. Oh, there's our axe. We'll need that. Okay, I believe the pentagram is in here. There we go. We haven't found a use for that yet, but it seems useful. Seems important, probably. Now we can go kill the ghost downstairs. I feel like I'm wasting a bunch of turns here, but... Oh, well. Make the ghost appear. Operate no ghost on lady. Lady melts. Matches in the pantry. Yeah. So many doors to open. There's our matches. Now we can use the axe on the chair. Out here. There's the key. And I think we'll go ahead and drop this axe here. And now we can use the key in the room upstairs. Now there's also... Yeah, I don't think we need to use the key on that. Took a wrong turn. There's a cabinet downstairs that the key also unlocks, but I think that's just a hint about some other thing we can do. And not anything we really need to do. Okay, we got the mercury, and I went ahead and took the box since you were saying the walkthrough suggested that.
Did you look at the scrolls?
I've read them out loud to you multiple times now.
Do it again.
Sure. I mean, the one says gold, silver, and mercury. Together they form a key. The other one says the heart of the garden maze contains the Blothny gem. There are certain places you cannot go till you unlock the mystery.
Okay, none of them say anything about heat or fire. I'm trying to connect. I have 2 points. I want to fucking connect them, and I'm struggling.
Sure, I get it. Yeah, no, they don't.
Well, God damn it.
Like, it's possible there's some other... let's look at this lab journal.
If there's some other step that you need to do before you verb the noun, I don't know what it could be.
Do I need to open it? Okay. This lab journal says, this diary reads, I've lost control of Drakon. My star student is now fancies himself a master. Though his power is strong, his spirit is weak. He's easily corrupted by the dark spirits of greed and power. My servant, more aware than I, sealed his star in my hingeless box. They're locked away beyond his stare. I've hidden the key. A chair knows where. So that's the hint that we've, found the key inside a chair.
Okay.
I did just remember there's, I think, some things we can read in the bedroom that's off of the kitchen.
Okay.
So that's another thing we could check.
Mm-hmm.
Open this door. I'm doing things out of order, but that's okay. Am I remembering wrong?
Oh, there was like a hidden...
Yeah, we need to...
Hidden wall.
There we go. Yeah, there's a scroll in here. Or some kind of... Ooh, what do we do with this guy?
Oh, you don't have your spider.
Oh, that's where we use the spider.
Because he's, like, scared of spiders or whatever.
It's fine. Okay, I'm going to get back to my walkthrough, and then we'll... I got the mercury. Okay. Spider cider. Here we go. There's our spider. Spider cider on rail. Go out. Go back. And now we have a spider. I'm gonna cross off take watering can from greenhouse. Don't actually need to remove it from there. Okay, and now the walkthrough takes us back to where we were. Use spider on guy. Ghost shrieks. And now we can open and read this. The diary reads, the master would or could not, so I have stolen Drakon's star. He is an evil soul. Unlike the master, he uses his power for amusement and profit. He is not concerned with spiritual enlightenment. There is no compassion with his power. I grow weak. I am dying. I have hidden the star in Master's special box. It never opens. It has no locks. Drakon's star never discerns. In fire, it freezes.
Okay.
In ice, it burns.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
So
do you know now what noun you need to verb?
I mean, I don't know. I have some ideas to try.
Okay.
There's nothing else in there. Okay. I think before I experiment with that, I'm going to continue
doing the things that you had
my
done
walkthrough
before.
here.
Okay.
We definitely want to grab that plant so we can give it an opportunity to grow. Next step is deal with the dogs. Also, I should absolutely save. Keep forgetting to do that. Okay, and now we want to say instantum illuminaris abraxas. Hope I got that right. There we go. Scared the dogs away.
I can't help but wonder if this game, like, you've got a time limit.
Uh-huh.
If the actions you need to take in this game are so tightly regimented that doing things out of order could end up screwing you over.
That's certainly an interesting thought.
It's just like you said something about going to the greenhouse, but then you came to the chapel instead, presumably because you're writing things down there in the order that you first did them.
I will say, in our last save, we spent a lot of time going through the maze. Definitely, like, I would not bother to do things like that
Right.
unless we feel ready to do them.
Right.
I hope it's not so precise that, like messing up some, minor couple of steps is gonna cost us the game, but
Right.
I guess we'll find out. I feel like I'm not too worried about it.
Right. I'm also curious how easy it is to discover on your own the optimal order to do things.
I guess I'm doing this right now, but we don't really need to do this until we're ready to go through the maze.
Right, that's what I was kind of getting at, is like, do you need to bother with getting rid of the dogs or doing any of the things in the chapel until you're ready to actually go through the maze again?
Right. Okay. And I'm crossing off a couple things just because I'm pretty sure there's steps we don't need to do. Okay. So now I'm going to go, do the watering can. So there's our first warning that we're wasting valuable time.
Second warning?
First.
First? I thought that's happened...
Has it?
It's happened once before.
Oh. Okay. That looks like the empty one. Okay. There's a watered plant. Okay, so now we're back to lighting a fire. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and write down light fire in fireplace. And then we'll figure out what's next. Oops. I really enjoy the mechanic of lighting these matches because you strike them on the box, right?
Sure.
So, you could click on the match and then click operate and then click on the box itself. Mm-hmm. But the window that represents the match box is also, works as that object. So you can operate the match on the window and it has the same effect.
Okay.
Okay. We got our fireplace lit. And let's save again. So we're talking about the note was about there's a star inside this box. Mm-hmm. And in fire it freezes. In ice it burns. Mm-hmm. So I don't know exactly what this is going to do, but I'm going to use it on the fire. As you toss the box into the fire, a large, thick puff of smoke jumps out. As the smoke clears, you notice a brass pentagram that apparently survived the burning of the box. Okay, so the box burned like a normal box. Mm-hmm. But the star inside is fine. Mm-hmm. I understand now. For some reason, it's described as a hingeless box.
Right.
It's described as like master special box or something like that. I thought the box would be harder to open than just setting it on fire. Mm-hmm.
Definitely a little bit of a goofy hint.
This heavy brass star bears the inscription Fire and Ice. It is in the shape of a pentagram, a 5-pointed star wrapped in a circle. I'm writing down place hingeless box in fireplace. Take star. And I'm also going to write down over here, in fire, it freezes. In ice, it burns. I'm guessing we'll be doing something with the latter half of that at some point. I'm trying to think if we've found any, like, ice or somewhere cold or anything yet, but I don't think so. And also this is brass, excuse me. I don't know what to do with this.
I mean, I unfortunately also do not, because I don't know what room of the house you would end up using that in.
Right.
Or what you would do with it.
Let's look at our map. Sorry, I was just lost in thought for a moment. This over here is the house. This is outdoors, and then this is the big maze. I'm just trying to think of anywhere that is cold, or like I can't think of ever encountering like an ice box or anything. I mean, that's straightforward.
It feels possible that you just haven't found the area.
Right, absolutely. But yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
What?
I just wrote down, in fire it freezes and ice and it burns. Look at what I wrote above that last week. Dracanstar, in fire freezes and ice burns. Whoops. We're doing great. At least we're getting somewhere. At least we're getting somewhere.
Very important. Better write it down.
We've got a lot of different pentagram things here.
Yeah, where's the other pentagram that you already had come from?
That was in one of the bedrooms on the second floor.
Okay.
Did you use the flowers already?
I don't know.
We don't know what the flowers are for.
Yeah, I don't know that we have encountered what the flowers are for.
I ate them at one point. I don't think that's the intended usage.
No, probably not. You don't have them yet, do you?
Not in this playthrough.
They're still on the table.
Yeah, I think they're on the table.
I do remember reading in a hint suggesting that you will need them, but I don't know for what.
You desecrated a gravestone earlier. We did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get your hint. Like, this makes sense. I'm trying to think of, back to my map here. We found multiple graves in the maze. Doug Dingle, David Barber. There's one that was illegible, and Vincent Plurkum. And all of these names are meaningless to me. We haven't come across anything that makes me think any particular grave is relevant. And we also have just a whole dang coffin in the back corner. So 6-7, do you have any nudges you could give me in terms of figuring out where specifically I would want to do that?
to kind of, I guess, hijack 6-7's hint, you have almost done all of the things that the walkthrough I looked up wants you to do in the house.
Okay.
There's at least one object you need to take with you.
Okay.
And then you can do things in the backyard.
Okay.
If that's helpful. So you have the pot. You picked up the flowers just now. I know you went through the room where the other thing that you want to take with you.
Can see your map for a bit. Sure. I'll give you a bit of a close-up here. There's very little that didn't fit on this page, so I just have a couple rooms, and then most importantly, the room with the coffin in the top right there.
Do you want some tape to tape your map halves together?
I'm not that worried about it. It is hard when you don't know where you are relative to anything else or how far it'll go. I think it's the one with the Swiss cross. Okay, so over here. That is the one that is illegible, and that's the one I was leaning towards just because it's intriguing, I guess. You know, maybe that cross is for, you know, some character that was in the house, or I don't know.
Let me put a question to you.
I guess we don't have a name of anyone really.
Let me put a question to you.
Dracan we do have a name of.
Do you want me to tell you the object you should take with you before you leave the house and do backyard things? Or would you prefer to press forward and then see if you come into a situation where you think to yourself, if only I had blank?
I think we'll press forward.
Okay. That sounds maybe more fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure I know where you need to use this thing. Just that the walkthrough says you should take it.
Okay.
And this is, of course, assuming that the situation, when it presents itself, will be obvious.
Right. So now we need this enormous thing. Will it fit? No. We're probably done with the key.
Yeah, I was going to say, you probably don't need the...
Probably done with the matches?
Spider cider. I would keep the matches.
Yeah, let's keep the matches. I mean, you know, I figured we could always come back here and grab them.
Sure.
But yeah, there's other things we're definitely done with. I don't think... I wish I could turn down the thunder slider a little bit. Just a little less frequent, please. The no ghost is empty. Spider cider we're probably done with. This lab journal we probably don't need. We'll just make a nice little pile here.
Is there anything else in this room besides
Speak to head?
Candelabra that is not nailed down?
I love that sound. Is there anything else in here that's not nailed down?
Right.
I mean, we can move this whole thing, but I don't think that's useful. I'm just wondering
if anything else is pick-upable.
I guess technically this cross is.
Okay.
So we could... I feel like it's happening more frequently.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we could potentially take that. Okay. Do you have any reason to think we would want to?
The walkthrough said to, but I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but also the walkthrough said to, like, bring the doll that you can talk to in the house that says talk to my brother, so that you can leave it here because he thinks it would be funny for them to talk to each other.
Right,
like, not that it serves any practical purpose in the game, but that clearly this guy thinks that would be funny.
Yeah.
If nothing else, though, it does seem like, you're going into a maze full of undead things. Perhaps having a cross would be useful.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm wondering if it might be useful in the zombie room.
Right.
I have Don says walkthrough author is good. Do this because it's funny. All right, I'll grab the cross. I'll try to grab the cross.
Yeah, I will be upfront. I have not read through beyond this point, basically.
I don't want any more hints right now.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
If I make any suggestions from this point on, it is all coming from my own head.
Okay. Good. So there's Doug Dinsdale. Rip. Maybe there's an Easter egg.
That is possible, but also the walkthrough was written for the DOS version.
Sure.
So it also referred to things being in color.
Oh, sure. I'm not sure which... Okay, I think we're probably here now. Making our way here. There's that guy. Bye. Okay. I'm just thinking about how long would it take to figure this all out with none hints whatsoever.
Yeah, I've also been wondering this.
And I feel like the answer is quite some time.
Right.
So let's examine this again. A stone cross has been planted in the sterile, rock-hard dirt that carpets this maze. This cross obviously marks a grave. It seems that the sepulchral labyrinth could have been constructed upon a cemetery. Or our plant has fruit now. That's nice. Aha. As you place the flowers down to show your respect for the dear departed, the tombstone gratingly slides aside, revealing a man-sized tunnel. Very interesting. Oh, I just realized this is probably taking us to the other side of the zombie room. Like this one in particular, I really want to know if there's anything anywhere. Like, okay, putting flowers at a gravestone, that's a thing that someone might, try because they just, thought of it. But there's multiple gravestones. Like, is there any hint to this puzzle at all? There's got to be something, but we haven't come across it somewhere. So maybe there's not. I don't know. Let's go in. Ooh. A sense of paranoid claustrophobia creeps over your consciousness. You feel confined and watched as you wander the spooky stone labyrinth. I'm going to update our walkthrough here. Take flowers from dining room. Place flowers on cross tombstone in maze. Okay. This looks like a keyhole. I clicked on it and it says, it looks like a keyhole. It seems like this may control the 3 doors around it. It looks like a cage.
Hello, Baltimore.
Hey, Baltimore. Good to see you. Have you missed anything bodacious? Yeah, I haven't missed that much, to be honest. We did a replay because we took too many turns and died again. So we did a speed run at the beginning of the game. The main new things we've done, we took the hingeless box and we burned it in the fireplace. So now we have this cool pentagram.
Our pentagram collection grows.
Which we now understand will freeze in fire and burn in ice. Oh, right. We have this. We have an entire plant in our pocket now. That's got some fruit on it. The limber branches of this rapidly growing plant bend under the weight of the heavy fruit it now bears. I have not figured out how to get the fruit off of it or do anything with the fruit. I tried using a knife on it, and the game was like, don't cut the plant. That's rude.
What happens if you operate on the plant?
Okay, now what?
Okay.
I mean, I could maybe try consuming it, but I don't think I want to try that until I have a specific reason to.
Yeah.
We could try it right now. Let's try it. We'll save. Oh. You sink your teeth into the newly ripened fruit. The fruit's juices burn your throat on their way to your stomach. The pain in your innards soon becomes unbearable. The excruciating sensations send you into unconsciousness and cause your bodily functions to permanently cease.
I'll just go ahead and mark that redeem I just did completed.
Thanks. Yes, we'll use a saved game. So it's bad fruit. What?
I have no idea what the fruit could be for.
Oh, is that our bait? Is that how we kill the little guy?
I don't know.
So we've got...
It's you back.
We've got this new lock to deal with. I have no idea what to make of that. We do have some other exits here, so let's continue exploring. I think this is gonna... Yeah, take us back to zombie room. I'm not sure if we can get out of here. Okay, we're good. That goes straight over there, and then we can go south as well. And this just gives us a generic room description. Oh!
What the fuck?
These cold stone corridors give you the creeps. The dark gray misty air hangs heavily here. It is hard to retain your sense of direction. Before your eyes is the biggest, strangest creature you've ever seen. It bounces up and down as if trying to tell you something. However, you can't figure out what it's trying to say. You don't even know if it is friendly.
Huh.
I gotta say, I'm getting dink vibes from this fella. I think it's friendly.
Yeah. Should you try your speak to a head spell?
And we can try it.
Or does that only work on inanimate objects that have faces?
I'm just doing a great job typing here. That's my impression, but I'm not positive. Mm-hmm. The spell terms are kind of vague.
Right.
The bouncing creature didn't hear you. It probably wasn't listening. Kiss it. I don't know how to do that.
There's not a kiss button.
We could operate self on creature. Nothing much happened. I guess I did that in the wrong order. Okay, now what? I think we kissed it. I hope it didn't mind. The Cheshire grin of the huge scaly orb matches your impatience. Measure for measure.
Would it like
I kind of want to try giving it something, but we don't have anything that would make a good gift, I feel like. Ponder orb.
Potted plants are excellent gifts.
But it's deadly. I think that's...
Maybe, but this is a strange creature. Maybe it has a digestive system that would find that plant delicious.
I guess you're right. The plant does not have any effect on the bouncing creature. I guess we don't really have any way to give something. We have however the game determines how to interpret operate. Right. That's the action we can do with 2 items.
Ponder orb.
Oh, this is a dead end. So my map got kind of messy here again, but we basically went like this. Here's our orb friend. I'm gonna try to do my best little orb friend drawing. There, perfect. Maybe it likes spiders. No effect. Maybe it likes pentagrams. Maybe it likes fire. I'm having difficulty here. Okay. The bouncing creature does not catch on fire. That's good. I didn't really want it to catch on fire. Which bottle was this? Oh, this is mercury. Let's give it the other one. He splashed the brown liquid all over the bouncing creature. It now smells like almonds. That sounds lovely for everyone. What will happen if I try to leave? Nothing. It's just hanging out here. What's it trying to tell me? I'm looking around the room here to see if it's maybe trying to tell me the bouncing creature can't be moved around. I apologize. I don't see any, like, you know, special bricks I could push or anything like that. Let's eat it. No. What if I just say hi? Your words go unnoticed. Any ideas?
I got nothing. Do you want me to check the walkthrough?
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like I want to experiment with our deadly plant and the little guy. Like, maybe if we leave that out, our little guy friend will eat it and die. I'm also going to try using my cross here.
The universal hint system describes the bouncing creature as ugly, which I find a little bit rude.
It's extremely rude. Okay, so our cross didn't work there. Yeah, we'll try our new pentagram, see if that does anything. I don't think it will. Yeah, no effect. So I think we need to go the long way around. I regret dropping. I kind of forgot that the key I had is described as a skeleton key.
That's right.
Could potentially work. Like, we've used it in 2 places.
Can you go back and get it?
Yeah, I can. But then I have to go all the way through this maze again. Sure. That's all. It's fine.
Would it be faster to go back to an earlier save?
What?
The dog barking.
Yeah, it just randomly barks while you're in the maze.
I wonder if you can.
I think they're just trying to, keep up the spooky atmosphere.
Sure.
I do not know if you can encounter the dogs again.
Okay. You should maybe take a break also when you have a opportunity.
Oh, there's our key. I guess I'm gonna experiment and see if it's safe. We scared away the ghost once, so I'm hoping we don't need to carry around that candelabra every time we go through the area back here. So we've got the skeleton key now.
Did you hear me about a break?
Yeah, I will do that in a minute or two here. I just want to experiment with our plant. I feel like if I just open and close a bunch of jars, worrying about our brother. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. Creature seems to be playing a catch me if you can game. He's winning. He waves his keel wildly, teasing you with it as he runs through the room, and ignoring my gift. Oh, God, so rude. Let's try one of these knives here. Your basic large wooden handled kitchen knife. Blade has been dulled by time and use. It's a meat cleaver. Very sharp little blade. That looks like that's a good stabbing knife on the left. So we're going to use this. This one looks sharp. We're going to use it on the plant. Should not try to cut the plant. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take this stabbing knife. You never know when you might need to stab something, I guess. And oops. Oh, you can move multiple things at the same time. That never even occurred to me. We just draw a box around stuff and drag it all out. It's very handy. But now I've dropped a bunch of things unintentionally. And it's a little harder to put it all back. So I have some regrets. All right, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes, and I hope we can solve something. I think we can do it. Okay, back. Unsecret Crush is playing Genshin behind me. Not really, just making some wishes.
Yeah, technically, I'm just making some wishes. My luck so far, not great.
So the main thing I can think of to do now is try the skeleton key on the... Here's the thing about the lock in the maze. We found those 2 scrolls, right? One said gold, silver, and mercury. Together they form a key. There's the heart of the garden maze contains the Blothney gem. There are certain places you cannot go till you unlock the mystery. Like, I feel like the lock we found in the maze is related to one or both of those bits of hint. I mean, it could probably handle that fine.
Doesn't it get all framey when I've tried before, though? Like there.
I mean, that did happen once,
yeah.
But I doubt that was because of the game. It was probably unrelated.
I see.
It was just... And also, that was before we ran Ethernet everywhere.
That's true. In any case, I'm not allowed to do any of the interesting stuff in the new patch until I have caught up on the last patch's content on my stream, so... Spending all my gems right now will do.
Anyway, I'm going to go back through this maze and see if I can do anything with that lock. Oh, also, I was going to say, oh no.
Oh no?
They're loose.
Loose?
These guys aren't normally here. Does that mean...
Is there like a punishment counter for clicking aimlessly or aimless wandering in the maze? For taking too many wrong turns, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. Okay, they're still here. Oops. Weird. Oh! That worked. That's a great key. This one key unlocks the 3 cages simultaneously. The iron-barred doors spring open. 3 animals jump out of the cages. They are bewildered by their freedom and new surroundings. They also look hungry. This sounds kind of bad. There's some kind of bird, a snake, and like a cat. It's interesting that we got... Oh. Whoops.
Yeah, I guess they are hungry.
I was closing the windows for the cages, and I kind of forgot that closing a window counts as an action. The 3 hungry animals, now free from their cells, have spotted their dinner. The animals attack you in a pecking, biting, snarling mass. You are unable to defend yourself against the vicious onslaught and perish in the flurry of feline feathers and fangs.
It's a great illustration.
It really is. I'm going to back up to this save.
I got Candace!
Nice.
Yay!
Congrats.
I can't level her up because I can't experience the new stuff.
Oops.
Oh well, but I have her. And she is mine.
So we need to. I'm just trying to. We don't have the flowers. Okay. We've got our plant.
Interesting.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, you do. So you do need to keep the candelabra with you?
No, I backed up.
Oh, okay.
And then I forgot.
Gotcha.
My guide is kind of out of order of how we're actually doing things,
right.
And I was thinking I had done everything. Oh, I forgot the flowers. We're doing great here.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
I also automatically got the Kale for having completed that one section of the Spiral Abyss
Oh, nice.
a million years ago.
I just noticed when you talk to the head, his little mouth moves.
Yeah, I noticed that before. It's pretty fun.
Okay, so I lit the candelabra already. So we just got to make room. Let's see if that's enough. Oh, it is. Nice. Okay, now let's save as. I'm just going to write over the maze save here. Yep, don't want it. Oops. Give him the cyanide sugar. I missed that suggestion. Yeah, I was going to try to do something with those animals. The first thought I had was to put out the plant. But that's definitely an option too. Did I take a wrong turn? I've become lost. There we go. Oh. Got Candace and another Sayu. Nice. Congrats. Okay. Now I'm going to operate flowers on Tombstone. We're going to save again. All right, here we go. Let's put out the plant first. It seems wise to me. So, 3 animals, they look hungry. Okay, that didn't work. The bird looks ready to fly away. They spotted me, and now they're eating. we need to feed him something, right?
Do you want me to look?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. I should have grabbed, like, at least a sugar or something.
I will say, those are all animals that probably are carnivores.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the very least would eat meat if that's, if they eat other things. So I don't know that sugar would be especially enticing to that group of hungry animals.
Mm-hmm. Just occurred to me that a thing I haven't tried is leaving the room once I open the cage. And then also that weird bouncing orb is like 2 screens south of here. I don't know if our orb friend would help us in this situation and or serve as food. So let's try opening the cages and then running away. Okay, that worked. But now, like, they're not coming after us. Let's go back in and see. Yeah, they're still here. And now they've attacked us as soon as we came back. So that doesn't seem like it's a useful... I mean, I assume we need to do something with them, right?
Right. I mean, this is what kind of I was asking if you wanted me to check.
And I kind of wonder if one of these... Well, I should be able to look at the windows for the cages to, like, see if there's something in one of the cages.
Oh, interesting. Cats lack a sweetness taste receptor. That sounds kind of familiar. I think I might have also heard that.
Okay. So the cages appear to be empty now. So I honestly don't know what our goal is here. It's possible this is just a trap. This could be a trap, and maybe the real reason to get over here is the orb guy. But I don't know. It seems weird. Like, why 3 animals if it's just some, like, fake out trap? But on the other hand, maybe they just thought it'd feel more like a puzzle, which seems more mean, but... But once again, I'm super stumped on everything. I feel like I can't think of any food item we have available to us that would be more enticing to these animals than this little fruit tree. Especially now that we've learned that cats aren't into sugar. I mean, sugar made more sense as something that this weird little demon might be into. And then, like, the other things we have are flour, rice. I think there's, like, salt. I can't remember if there's anything else. But, like, nothing that's an obvious, yes, this is something that these 3 different animals would all be interested in eating.
I'm just pondering...
The orb?
Pondering this orb. The orb of the 3 animals, specifically.
Mm-hmm. Um, 6-7, do you have any additional hints you might like to offer? I feel like I keep hoping, you know, I'll come across something that like kind of gets the ball rolling. Have you ever read Maya Angelou? Not in a long time.
That's a good one. I get it.
I don't get it, I'm afraid. Can you explain to me?
I know why the caged bird sings.
Right.
Which, well, maybe I won't say more just yet.
You've been replaced as hint keeper.
I kept offering to look for hints, and you were like, no. I don't want hints from my stinky wife.
I'm just trying to think this through. Like, okay, so my thought here is put bird in cage, but we just let the bird out of a cage. Obviously, we have a cage available to us.
Right.
So perhaps we need to put the bird in that cage.
This is a thing.
But then what about the other 2 animals?
This is a thing where I unfortunately do not know why you need the bird in a cage. Nor do I know if there is anything you're supposed to do with the other animals to keep them from attacking you.
Right.
Both the universal hint system and the walkthrough I look up do not answer these questions. They're just like, you need that bird, take that bird. So maybe you just grab the bird and then cheese it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like that. The bird is the leader.
That's a good thought.
That makes sense.
They'll just be directionless without it.
I'm going to go ahead and drop these 2 items right here. Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. I forgot the cage. I restored so I could get the cage, and I forgot the cage. I feel like this candelabra is not going to fit with this cage also in here. Let's try, I bet this will work. I think this will work. We can take that and go scare away the ghost. Oh my gosh, come on. And then we can just come back here and swap the 2. And then I think we'll be good. Yeah, okay, great. Like, I was trying to talk about this a little bit ago, and I think I got distracted by something else. I was looking during the break. I was looking at this walkthrough I looked up earlier. We were trying to understand why the universal hint system was talking about a notebook. Oh, I took a wrong turn again. I've mostly gotten used to navigating this, but occasionally I get screwed up. So this walkthrough is actually the good kind of walkthrough in that it like tells you, it's like a walkthrough how you would actually play the game if you were figuring everything out. So it doesn't just like give you the steps to win. It walks you through
you should send
the
me a link to
entire
that.
game. I'll just go ahead and post it in chat.
Okay.
And I only read like the first couple paragraphs, but it's actually talks about like, try sitting in the chair in that front room, and that's the chair that the key is inside. And apparently if you sit in the chair, it like something pokes you or something like that. So it, it gives you a hint that there's something in that chair. So I am definitely going to look through that at some point, and I hope it explains more of these puzzles. Like, I do not understand how we're supposed to figure out any of this stuff we're doing in the maze. I don't know if that means I've completely missed something elsewhere or what. Okay, do another save as. Come on. Just gonna overwrite that save several times. So I guess I'm just gonna try this and see how it goes. Maybe I want to open that in advance. Pop that over there. And then I can just drag the bird to it. Okay. Ah, the bird jumped out of your hands. Do I need to entice the bird into the cage somehow? I read the website as Abandoned Weirdos. That'd be a good website. The bird is pissed. Yeah, they're all pretty pissed and or hungry. What do birds like to eat? Birdseed? we don't have any birdseed.
It's an eagle specifically, isn't it?
So
Other birds. Cats, probably.
Rodents, maybe?
Snakes,
yeah, small
even?
rodents, insects.
I'm sure eagles eat snakes.
Fish? Snake eats cat who eats bird. Missed a bit. What did you do, some bird? So we're...
Set it free and it was extremely ungrateful.
Yeah. I'll show you here what we're dealing with. There's these 3 cages here, and we can unlock this lock. Oops. If I do it correctly. And then 3 animals pop out. And we now know from hints that we want to put this bird, we want to get this bird in the portable cage that we found in the trophy room. But I tried just dragging the bird into that cage, and it did not work. Let's see if we can put these guys back in their cages. No, cat jumped out of your hands, which is the same thing that happened when I tried to put the bird into my own cage.
Oh.
Hints? I was just asking about poetry.
What specifically are you doing to try to put the bird in the cage?
I just dragged it to the cage.
Okay.
Which obviously is not the right solution. I feel like we need to entice it in or something, but I don't know how.
So you're trying to drag the bird to the cage?
Oh, I should operate the cage on the bird.
Yeah.
I learned that already. I learned that when I caged a banana, for example. I just completely forgot. Okay. Okay, get our inventory.
I would be mad if you dragged me into a cage, too.
It's a little rude that these cage windows all pop up on top of your inventory, because if you try to close them, then you'll die.
Yeah.
But you can just click on the inventory in the background and you're fine. Before the dazed bird can spread its wings, you grab and quickly trap it in the portable cage. The bird is unharmed, but the uncaged animals then furiously attack each other. The cat snarls, but the snake counters with a quick venomous strike. The poison goes from the snake's fangs to the cat's bloodstream and easily disables and kills the formerly ferocious feline.
Okay.
And then we have some sort of... Oh, I think this is the snake with the cat inside it? Oh, it was still alive. The snake jumped out of your hands. The snake silently slithered away when you weren't watching. Is that okay?
I mean, the snake is fed. It's gotta
I'm just wondering if...
It's gotta go digest now.
Sure.
A process that will probably take a while.
Okay, so we've done it. Now, what the hell do we do with the bird?
That I don't know.
Yeah, like, I'm just asking rhetorically.
Sure.
Got a Shinobu. Nice.
When will I get my Shinobu? When will my Shinobu return from the war?
Honestly, I'm obsessed with that little weirdo.
Yeah.
Which leads me to wonder if we can somehow use our bird to attack the little weirdo.
Maybe.
I don't know what else we could do. Oh, there's also our bouncing friend.
Oh, what weirdo were you talking about? I thought you were talking about
the little weirdo, not the large
guy.
orb
Gotcha.
weirdo.
Okay.
The bird was happy that you released it. Oh, the strange creature was utterly fascinated by the bird. It gave chase to eat it. Oh!
And there was something under it?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I think it's a diamond.
Ooh.
This beautiful gem is large and heavy. It looks like one of the artifacts from the wealthy Rangu Kanatash dynasty.
Sure.
Is this perhaps the Blothny gem?
One can only hope.
As we learned from one of the scrolls, the heart of the garden maze contains the Blothny gem. And then that went on to say there are certain places you cannot go till you unlock the mystery. Which, honestly, I thought we had to unlock the mystery before we could obtain the Blothny gem. But it seems like perhaps that's not true.
Yeah.
Now I'm just wondering what the hell we do with this gem. Every step, I just have more questions.
Right.
And none answers. Oh. Can I?
Well.
Okay, no, I cannot.
No Shinobu. Got another Candace.
Nice. Can't complain about that too much.
Not really. I just really want Shinobu.
Yeah, I get it. Let's see. I think I just opened this. Yeah. Okay, so now we have to leave the long way around. But perhaps we're done with... Well, there's that coffin. I suppose the coffin could just be a trap. We might be done with the maze, or we might not be.
Yeah. I'm out of gems for now.
Oh, bummer. How many did you start with?
You know, I didn't make a note of it specifically. It was 3,000 something.
Oh, okay. I think I've got like Over 7,000.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't claim my maintenance gems.
The free pet in the mail is adorable. What?
Oh, it's one of the anniversary gifts. In Genshin.
I see. Free pet. I
It's
had no
a
idea.
little, it's a little bird guy.
Okay.
You wanna see?
Oh, cute. I think I remember seeing that in the
Yeah.
promotional image. What the heck do we do with this Blothny gem?
Have you encountered anything that seems like it is in need of a gem?
No. Let's take a moment to review. First, I'm going to look over my notes here. We got the key to the hingeless box, lock cabinet. I should update. Unlock 3 cages with skeleton. Oh, I was trying to write Skeletiano key. And then use cage on bird. Go to orb friend. Open cage. Get gem. Okay. So now our walkthrough is up to date. Cabinets. So we still haven't figured out gold, silver, and mercury. Together they form a key. And then there's this hint. There are certain places you cannot go till you unlock the mystery. I don't know. Like, obviously, we can't go into the... I assume that's referring to the Magisterium. We can't go into the Magisterium until we unlock the Magisterium, obviously.
Right.
Does that mean we have to go there to go somewhere else? I assume so. We've opened Master Special Box.
We still haven't figured out how to combine those metals mentioned to form a key.
Right. Well, we have
be?
gold and mercury.
Right.
We still don't have silver. We've not come across anything that is like definitively described as being silver.
Have you tried going into the Magisterium, actually?
You know, I keep wondering what places I have tried my key on. Okay.
Does the pentagram...
So the key doesn't work on this. I know I tried using our smaller pentagram because it seems to have a pentagram indentation on top.
Right.
But let's try the big one. Operating the star on the door produced no effect.
Okay.
So I'm going to try this one again. Star does not have any effect on the door. And there's malicious barking in the distance. So what's stopping us from entering is we don't know how to open the door. And this is just the walkthrough. And then I was also going to look through our map here and see. We've got this prison type area on the 3rd floor that we don't really know if there's anything to do with.
Something I was looking at made me think that that's just kind of like a trap.
Yeah, I kind of thought so too.
Like the hole under the chapel.
Right. Got various bedrooms. Yeah, I don't know. Most of the things that I've got question marks on, you see something. Something in my inventory. Is that or something in the scene here. Oh, I see it.
What's
There's a gem indentation.
Oh.
So now I understand the scroll.
Okay.
The scroll said, "The heart of the garden maze contains the Blothney gem. There are certain places you cannot go till you unlock the mystery." So the Blothney gem unlocks the mystery. I thought about, is this the key to anything? But like, I have never noticed this gem-shaped indentation. It's funny that I noticed this looks like a pentagram indentation, but I never noticed the gem one.
Silver, quit taking all my Shinobus.
But thank you for the nudge. I appreciate it. The door is now open. Also, that was a lovely little animation.
You can't have my Candace. I just want a Shinobu. You have so many to spare.
All right. Magisterium. What the heck is... Oh, it's that guy.
What guy?
This weird guy shows up in the graphic when you've taken too long and expire.
That's got to be a demon of some sort, surely.
Yeah, I assume all those guys that show up on that screen are enemies of some sort.
Right.
This elongated room contains 3 doorways. A strange, hideous creature stares at you.
Does he like?
It's got a very long tongue. I think I'm gonna...
He kind of looks like, he reminds me of Slimer, but not in that he looks like Slimer, but if you sort of like vaguely described Slimer to a person that had never seen Ghostbusters or Slimer or anything like that and tried to draw it based on your description, it might come out looking something like this, I think.
Okay, and we've got exits in all directions and a guy to deal with. How do we deal with this guy? Do you like fruit? Examine it. A strange, hideous creature inspects you, probing rhythmically with its tongue.
Ew!
Its ghastly face eyes you suspiciously with a cold, unblinking stare. It is stationed in front of the center door. Its intense stare studies your every move. It seems angry.
Why did they have to phrase it like that?
Yeah. Oh. You offer the potted plant to the ugly creature. At this, the strange creature's hungry eyes light up. It voraciously attacks the plant, seizing one of its fruits. In one swallow, it downs the entire juicy seed bearer. As it swallows the fruit, the hideous creature disappears. The cold, silent corridor now echoes its emptiness.
I'm telling you,
Got in one.
Potted plants, and especially fruit trees, make great gifts.
Interestingly, we still have our plant, and it still bears a fruit.
Oh, I see.
So we could perhaps use it again.
So it took a single fruit and then ran off.
I think I'm just going to go ahead and save over that. Interestingly, we have some... Like, this has a planet, like a Saturn-looking planet with a ring around it. Mm-hmm. This has a pentagram. I can't tell what's going on with this door. The door is unlike the others in that it does not seem to have a special symbol on it. Okay. On this door is a 5-pointed star and a cult power symbol. This door is marked with a symbol of some foreign ringed planet from an unfamiliar solar system. This is a very strange looking rug. It is mostly black with polka dots around the edge. It is quite ugly. Okay. Which one should we go in first? I feel like the room on the left might be cursed. This is mainly the fact that our other 2 doors are marked. Mm-hmm. This is an unmarked room, and I don't know, it looks like there's like some texture on this door. Like, okay. I don't know, it's dirty or something. Sure. It just looks a little cursed to me. So I think I'm going to go in there first.
Yeah, reasonable.
The door open, it is locked. Okay. I guess we'll use our skeleton key. It probably won't work, but can't hurt to try. Doesn't do anything. I'm going to try this one. Door's now open. Oh. This room is dominated by a huge telescope and the extensive gears and machinery required to operate it. You do not see an owner's manual. The observatory. We do have some kind of book here. The language of this text is indecipherable to you. Interesting. Okay, so this is all one thing. The telescope is too heavy to be moved. These large lenses can bring the stars to your eyes. It is aimed with these cranks. Maybe you can see what the neighbors are doing. That is, if you have any neighbors. That's inappropriate. Maybe someday we'll be able to reach one of these distant points of light on this star map. For their sake, let's hope not. This looks like Maniac Mansion. Don't take away my gaming license, but I still haven't played Maniac Mansion. I did purchase it recently, and we'll definitely stream it at some point. I'm excited to finally check that one out. This little stool rests on 3 legs and rollers. It doesn't look very comfortable. Let's try sitting on it. Okay, now what? It's a good game. Weird one, too. Don't be a tuna head. Okay, I'll try not to. I guess let's try operating this thing. On this cloudy, gloomy, overcast day, you can see absolutely nothing through the telescope. Can we take the stool? The stool won't fit. Okay, so we could if we had room. Then we got this indecipherable book. That feels possibly important. I don't know how we would decipher it, but let's take it. Turn in your gamer badge and controller. Oh no. This cage is taking up a lot of room, and I assume we're done with it, so I'm just going to drop it here. Also, I have not updated my walkthrough. So we got the gem. Use gem on Magisterium door. Use plant on Slimer guy. The door is now open. This looks like Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory. You wonder what experiments were performed here and by whom. You do not feel very comfortable in here. Got lots of different flasks. We got a cauldron. Ooh, is this a safe? This heavy iron door is equipped with a large combination lock. It forms an airtight seal with the casing of the wall. What is the combination? I was right. So, this is where we're using the silver, gold, and mercury.
Oh, do you have those?
I did not bring the papers with me.
Papers, okay.
So I'll have to go back and grab them. But I said at one point when we were talking about that, like, there's these papers that are all like, you know, telling about the different elements of the periodic table, and you know they all got the number of the element, and I wondered if, you know, these are perhaps part of combination, but at that point we had not found a combination lock anywhere. But now we have. There's 2. Oh, there's a trap door. I'm scared. Let's go in it. Ooh, it's spooky. You slide thigh deep into this bubbling tar pit.
Ew.
You nearly choke on the noxious odor of flesh in decay. Your stomach turns as you slide deeper into the tar. Ugh. A bat flies by as you watch. You hope it was only a bat. And we have multiple exits here. How do I get out? Oh. Ice cave. Ooh. Ice.
Oh, ice. Ice, you say?
An acrid mist rises from the frozen sludge of the cave mouth. The misty tendrils form themselves into a robed human figure. He has an almost benevolent appearance. He says, "You've come. I've been waiting for you. For you." The mist reform and he disappears. You stand in a section of cave that is mysteriously frozen. I feel like there's still an outline of a person here. I'm gonna back up. And we will go back and get... I'm blanking on the item. Oh, yeah, the papers. We need the combination from the papers. This way. This way? Yeah. Okay. Open. Okay. Hey, Davor. Good to see you. Yes, it is spooky on your Tuesday, on everyone's Tuesday, unless you are in a time zone where it is not Tuesday. In that case, it's spooky on your Wednesday, but it's still spooky Tuesday. Okay. I'm just gonna cross my fingers that this page is enough for the rest of our walkthrough. I'm gonna make other notes over here. So this is Mercury. Number 80. Silver, number 47. Radium, don't care about that. Don't care about the weird little guy running around. Hydrogen, copper, lead, gold. Number 79. And my best guess is that the order they're listed in the note. The scroll says gold, silver, and mercury together they form a key. So I'm assuming that's the order we want to put them in. So gold, silver, and mercury. Gold, silver, mercury. So 79, 47, 80. Ah, 6-7 says, for those science inclined, those are the atomic numbers of the elements. Yes. Okay. Okay. 79, 47, 80. That combination doesn't work.
Is the order wrong?
Gold, silver, and mercury. I'm going to try I'm just going to try different orders. It's stupid. Yeah. Like, I assume this is basically correct. It's just the order of them is not. Combination doesn't work.
Do you need to add the numbers together?
Oh. No wonder.
6-7 saying it's stupid made me think of that. And plus, like, something that was hinted in the game itself said, you take these things and together they form the key.
Did I add that wrong?
But I suppose that could refer just to mashing them together as a string or adding them together. Oh, nothing so clever. Damn it. I'm wrong.
206. Yeah, I added it right.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just a random order.
That's boring.
I'm assuming. I'm trying to remember which orders I haven't tried yet. I honestly kind of figured that I would have gotten it by now. Sure I tried that. I'm just trying to think, like, both what are combinations of these numbers I haven't tried yet? Is it possible there's something else goofy with these numbers that we could do? And I'm drawing a blank on both of those. I'm also trying to think of, like, how is there some way I can, like, keep track of how to go through this more methodically. 47, 79, 80, 47, 80, 79. I feel like
trying to think of a clue, and all I can think of is a cruddy SQL schema says 6-7.
Wow, that's I'm not sure what to make of that.
It means nothing to me, but I take it you can at least grasp.
I mean,
the concepts.
Yeah, sure, but I don't know where to go with that. 8675309. Like, thinking a phone number of 228675309 is an invalid phone number. Are there, like, spaces or dashes between the numbers? Yes. That's very disappointing. Thank you for the hint. I appreciate it. What is this? It's a nice big cookie jar. Shaking it, it sounds as if it contains one solid object.
One large cookie?
A single cookie, perhaps?
The elusive cookie has been found.
I love that we found this in a safe. There's a safe with a cookie jar with a single cookie in it. Let's open the jar. Oh, this cookie jar is sealed so tightly that you cannot open it. What if we hit it? The jar is undamaged.
Perhaps if you hit it with the aid of something else.
Like an axe?
Perhaps.
Or a knife?
Since throw is not a verb in your inventory.
I guess... I mean, we could operate the jar on the ground. Yeah, it's all very spooky. We're feeling weird. The jar doesn't do anything to the laboratory. Anything I can think of to do with the jar is back at the house, so I think we'll go ahead and go through this trap door.
Okay.
Open safe in lab 79 47 80. Okay. All right, there's a locked door here we still haven't figured out. Let's go. Cave. Okay, so we're in some nasty ass tar. Do any of these go out? Okay. Looks like you can easily go down the shaft, but you can't quite reach it to go up. So hopefully we can find another way out of here. If not, we can always go back to our cookie save. Let's go back to that ice room, because this is very interesting. Ice. And we have discussed previously how this most recent pentagram we obtained, in fire it freezes, in ice it burns. So let's use it on the ice here. Whoa! Oh, is this...
Is that a
what?
guy?
Was that Dracan?
Huh.
You place the brass pentagram in a nook in the ice. Instantly the star glows red and a strange creature appears. It is shaped like a pyramid covered with flames. It approaches the mass and engulfs it. Steam bursts from the block as it rapidly melts. The melting ice mass creates a... Oh, right. There was something pyramid shaped that moved around really quick. Melting ice mass creates a flow of water that rushes into the next cave. The current sweeps a human figure from within the ice into the next cave. The roadman reappears and speaks directly to you. You must hurry, my son. I've been waiting a very long time. So has he. We both lack patience. Hurry and get rid of him. As far away as possible. Okay. Just okay, that's the way we came in. Ice in this section is rapidly melted, resulting in a torrent of water which flows downstream to a newly revealed cave. Oh, there's our guy. This cave contains a strange stone altar. There is a deep pit in its center. And then we can continue north or go down the cave or do something with this guy. In his dark robe, the frozen figure begins to thaw rapidly. As the temperature rises, you feel a powerful evil presence filling the room, along with a very, very noxious odor. This entire room is filled with a loathsome cold blanket of oppression. You now begin to realize why you've felt so much foreboding, and why all the trees and wildlife have withered. You feel like you are about to panic, and with every passing moment, that feeling increases. How do we kill a super evil guy? Should we just put him in the hole?
Maybe.
Get down. Oh!
Excuse me?
You attempt to shove the frozen figure into the dark pit. Unfortunately, he has regained consciousness. He uses your weight and momentum to send you hurtling into the bottomless pit. Shocked, you fall helplessly into the abyss. The speck of light above you disappears as you become part of the darkness. I do appreciate that the game understood what I was trying to do there. But that is clearly not the solution. Let's see, we're back to our cookie save here. Before we do that, let's check out... Oh! Spider Friend's back.
Huh.
This dark gaping hole reminds you of something from a Freudian nightmare.
Yeah, give it the little spider. Maybe it just wants a little friend.
Operating the spider on the spider produced no effect. This cave is inhabited by a giant arachnid. Its 8 large hairy legs stick into the mud. In a moment, the huge creature attacks you from above. It crushes your tiny body in its large, powerful jaws.
I blame Roberta Williams that I cannot hear that tune in like a MIDI type sound without expecting it to resolve into
right.
Da 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 da.
Same. So my guess is that room is just a place we don't want to go, but I could be wrong. Let's do all this again. I kind of wonder if we're not ready to deal with this. Mm-hmm. This seems very like end of game.
Yeah.
Like, for one, we can't get out of here. For two, like, this seems like the main like, he's the guy that's giving us this horrible feeling throughout the whole game. So I feel like defeating him is probably the, you know, like the secondary goal. You know, obviously our main goal is to find our brother and get out of here, right? But I assume to do that, we have to, like, defeat this guy. Any more spider cider? That's a great question. I did abandon my spider cider at one point. It is unclear to me if there's any left in the container. But since we're here, we will go ahead and try this again. There's that weird pyramid. There's the guy. There goes the guy. I'm gonna do a save as just so we can experiment a little here. Evil guy. I assume going in the hole is bad.
That was great.
Your velocity increases as you tumble into the dark pit. The light at the top disappears as you continue your rapid descent. In total darkness, you seem to experience a moment of weightlessness just before losing consciousness. You continue to fall. That was almost as good as the King Graham falling yell from King's Quest V. Not as good, but pretty good. So the next thing I want to try is if I can just leave. So we got a stairway here. A dark, dirt-walled stairway leads up toward a doorway. Stone and dirt are tightly packed together to form the solid, damp walls. You wonder how long this cavern has existed. You cannot even venture a guess. How old is the house? The door won't open. It is locked. Oh. I wonder if this could be the door. This door. I feel like that would make sense, and this maybe isn't a door that will unlock unless we defeat the guy. Oh, hi. So we have a very limited window to do anything, as we were pretty much told. I guess I should have read that as probably a little bit different than what we encountered before. The figure that was previously frozen in the ice has now thawed out. He is very grateful that you let him free. However, he is the evil one. He feels you must die. You do. So at this point, I think we want to not go down there yet. So we'll go back to cookie save. And I feel like it might be time to... I feel pretty strongly that this cookie is our key to dealing with the speedy little demon. I feel like the speedy little demon's been eating all the cookies and has given him lots of energy. I still feel like we need to kill him by poisoning food. And now we have the ideal food. So that's still my best guess as to what we need to do. The question is, how can we open this cookie jar? I guess there's things in this room we still haven't examined yet. There's a large cauldron, the likes of which may have been seen in a Macbeth. A formidable array of flasks and beakers are connected together. You can see different substances inside them. You wonder what it is all for. Yeah. So we could put something in the cauldron. I don't know what we would put in there. So there's a piece of wood under the cauldron, and we can put things in the cauldron. Do we need to cook something? Would heating the cookie jar possibly open it?
That's an interesting thought.
Cookie jar is sealed so tightly that you cannot open it. Like, I'm just thinking that might help break the seal if we heated it up.
Sure.
Oh, we do have the matches. I was thinking I abandoned them. Okay. I almost did at one point, but then we figured out a better way to clear space. A cheery flame bursts forth from the dry wood. We have not taken care of the little tumbleweed demon. It vexes me greatly. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm pretty sure he's going to want that cookie. Open. Cauldron is now closed. This is lit, right? The fire's ready. Now, where did you leave the marshmallows? This doesn't seem to be accomplishing anything. The experiment cannot be opened. I don't know, like, this is all one and...
What happens?
I tried to move it and I broke it all. When you try to move the sprawling experiment, all the pieces that were connected together fall like a chain of dominoes into a shattered heap of useless glassware. Your clumsy effort has badly damaged the delicate glassware. It is now a useless heap of sweet-smelling liquid and glass shards. Nice move.
Way to go.
Hey, Belle Blue, good to see you. All out of lemonade. It seems like a mistake, but also could be useful, so I'm just trying to think of... Oh! Reaching out and touching this sweet-smelling concoction starts your exposed skin itching and burning. You uncontrollably scratch most of the flesh from your body, trying to stop it from itching. Then you die. So probably not useful to smash it all. I still feel like we probably want to light this fire for some purpose. But I don't know what. I guess what I'll do is I'll go back to the house and see if I can find anything I could use to break open this cookie jar. Can't use any of the weapons in here as far as I can tell. They're all locked up and stuff. There's our spider cider. I'm gonna put that back in my inventory. This, I'm pretty sure I tried this key on this door. Okay, yeah. So let's try a knife on the cookie jar. You should not try to cut the jar. We could try a pan.
Can I ask if there's a particular reason why you're resisting using the axe?
Oh, no, I just haven't come across it yet. I can't remember. I think maybe I left it in the front entry room.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess we'll go try that. It does seem like kind of the obvious choice.
Right.
So there we go. You bring the axe down upon the jar. The jar crumbles, but the contents remain intact. That's just how the cookie jar crumbles. It is a very large cookie. It looks tempting to eat. Seems like we might as well eat it, right? The cookie was delicious. It tasted like devil's food cake. You'll probably get a cavity. You probably deserve to. Wow, that's harsh. I just ate a cookie, man.
Yikes.
Okay. I like the devil's food cake. Seems like a little wink. No. Oh, up here. All right. So that's the mercury. This is the cyanide or some kind of poison. I missed. Okay. Operate that on the cookie. Now the cookie smells like almonds. And now I'm just gonna leave it in the kitchen for no The grinning demon finally stops running. He grabs the waiting cookie, nibbles on it, and quickly runs from the room. In his wake, he leaves the key, which he had carried with him. You now have the key, but his disappearance leaves you feeling slightly lonely. Maybe I didn't need to murder him.
You poisoned it for no reason! You monster!
I didn't think he'd just leave the key. Why would I think that? He's a little demon. He's on the screen when you die from being overwhelmed by the evil of this place.
I am going to manually add you monster. Oh no, wait, I just did. We should all be safe to say you monster now.
It's fair. I deserve it. Okay, we'll go back and not kill him. Terrible
oh, for God's
person.
sake. Okay, I forgot about the whole nonsense of it counting punctuation and capitalization differently. Yeah. I will happily approve anyone else who wants to say you monster.
Go back and kill him again. I will not kill him again. I feel terrible. I will never forget that I've done this, even though I'm undoing it now. Where is he? He came through so quickly before.
He knows what you did.
There he goes. The grinning demon finally stops running. He grabs the waiting cookie, nibbles on it, and quickly runs from the room. In his wake, he leaves the key which he had carried with him. You now have the key, but his disappearance leaves you feeling slightly lonely. Same description. Now we have key. You look... Well, that's not what I meant to do. One heck of a key, huh? So I'm guessing this opens this door? I'm trying to think of what other things we still haven't unlocked. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember if there... Oh, there's the door we recently discovered in the Magisterium. But I feel like this is probably the key to this door. Nope, I did that wrong. It's not. Okay. Maybe it is for the Magisterium. Okay, let's update the walkthrough. I'm very curious if we're gonna have to redo this a fourth time to finish the game. Use axe to open. So you're right. Get cookie jar. Use axe to open cookie jar. Drop cookie for little demon guy. Take key. Really puzzled by this room. The key doesn't do anything. What have we not been able to open? can't think of anything. Kind of the best thing I can think of to do is to just quickly go around and check out everywhere we've been. I guess it's possible. It's possible it opens the door in the stairway down below. That could make sense. But then we still don't know how to deal with Drakan. I feel like it might be useful to review the various things around the house about him. I don't really have anything written down. I guess the other thing is maybe there's a spell we need to use. There's Propel is jumping out at me. Like if he's right next to that pit, right? And if we try to drag him to the pit, he like overpowers us. And also the guy in the ice cave talks about getting him far away, like as far away as possible. So that feels like possibly a hint that, you know, just pushing him down a pit is the right thing to do. Hello, Maple Mystery and friends. Welcome. Thanks so much for the raid. Hope y'all are doing well tonight. We are playing Uninvited, a very old Mac game that I was always familiar with as a kid, but never had a chance to play. I feel like we're getting pretty close to the end here. It's a game where you start out, you're unconscious in a vehicle after a car accident. You get out of the car explodes, and then there's this weird house where it's full of ghosts and little demons. We finally managed to get a key that this little demon was running around with the entire game and taunting us with. And right now we're trying to figure out how to deal with who appears to be like the main bad guy. He's frozen in ice in this room near here. And we've figured out how to unthaw him, but then we need to do something with him to like defeat him. And we're not sure how to accomplish that. But welcome, y'all. I hope you're doing good, and thanks again for stopping by. I hope you had a nice stream tonight. I was lurking a little bit at the beginning. Pushing into a pit is the right thing to do. I don't know, maybe. He's super evil. We tried to like push him with our hands into a pit. First of all, I should mention this game has a really neat interface. It's like point and click, but not in the way you're most familiar with. Like there's all these windows, so you can drag things around to like move them from your inventory to the room or vice versa. You can you have all these commands at the top. You have a button that is yourself in case you want to, you know, use yourself on something or use something on yourself. When you open a container, it opens another little window that has any items that are in there. So it's very neat. Who does your captions? They're great. I'm using a piece of software. I'm trying to check if I have a link handy to it. I do not. It is a plugin for OBS that uses a Google speech-to-text service. And it's by, I want to say their username is Rat with a Compiler or something like that.
That's great.
But yeah, if you use that information to do a web search, you can probably come across it fairly easily. But I'm glad to hear it's working well for you. It kind of has its ups and downs, but that's good to hear. Very Macintoshy interface. Yes, quite so. Also, welcome, Kima, Mousmus. Great to see y'all. Use the same captioner. Nice. Yeah, it seems like a fairly popular one. So, shoot. I was talking about theories for how we can proceed here. So,
oh yeah, 6-7 mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta scroll up. When you're talking about something you were trying to do on the guy that resulted in your death. 6-7 pointed out that the first time you tried the pit, you spent one action before trying it.
Oh, okay.
So it might be worth trying that again.
Okay.
And trying not to do that.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I didn't mean to close that, but it's fine. So let's head back down there. Also, I just obtained a key, which I don't know what it's for, but it might be the key to get us out of this pit we're about to go down. I hope so, because otherwise we have no way to get out. Okay, let's save. And here we go. All right, we still haven't figured out what to do with that cauldron, huh? So we've got this, there's lots of pentagram items in this game, and this one freezes in ice and burns in, freezes in fire and burns in ice. So we used it in a fire at one point to basically burn the container it was in without damaging the object. And now here we can use it to thaw this ice, which I've done incorrectly. There we go. Place the brass pentagon in a nook in the ice. Instantly, the star glows red and a strange creature appears. It is shaped like a pyramid covered with flames. It approaches the ice mass and engulfs it. Steam bursts from the block as it rapidly melts. The melting ice mass creates a flow of water that rushes into the next cave. The current sweeps a human figure from within the ice into the next cave. The robed man reappears and speaks directly to you. You must hurry, my son. I've been waiting a very long time. So has he. We both lack patience. Hurry and get rid of him as far away as possible. So, we're going to immediately go in here and I'm going to I'm going to save again. And we're going to see if we can just toss him in the pit. You push the robed man into this dark, bottomless pit. His moan echoes for quite some time, gradually fading. We did it. I think. I hope. I hope he can't, like, fly.
That's a bit more of a scream than a moan.
And now the big question is, can we get out of here? I hope this key we got from the little demon will open this door. The door didn't open, so I was like, oh god, it's not the right key, but it did unlock. And it's now open.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what the scream was, but we're out here now. So now we know where this door goes. This is just the description of the room. What is happening?
Huh.
Burr, there is no central heating in this old Gothic mansion. The curved outer wall of this room is exposed to the elements in 3 directions. It is colder in here than it is outside, and there is no fireplace. It must be awful during the winter. As you enter the study, the door slams closed behind you. You can hear the high-pitched moans of a young boy and something else. So for those that just came in and are not familiar with this game, when we got in a car accident at the beginning of the game, our younger brother was in the car with us. When we woke up, he was gone. So we've been looking for him the whole game and basically trying to find him, and then we can, presumably leave somehow. So this sounds like our brother. You recognize the pain voice as that of your little brother. It is the first sign of him you have encountered. The sounds seem to emanate from upstairs. The screams cut off suddenly. The silence is deafening. I'm spooked. Where upstairs?
Oh, that's what the sound effect is? That's supposed to be your little brother?
No, there's someone else with him, I think.
Oh, okay.
Your brother's... Oh, maybe that is my brother. Your brother's screams get louder as you enter the upstairs hallway. You must be getting closer to him. The old wooden floorboards creak under your weight. Your creaking footsteps echo through the emptiness of the huge house.
They're having a scream off.
Let's see. Can we back up enough? Okay, yeah, it said you can hear the high-pitched moans of a young boy and something else.
Okay.
So I was assuming the screams were the something else, but...
They just didn't have a child screaming sound effect?
Yeah, I guess so. It sounds like an MK character when they're being fatality'd. Yes, it does. I'm not sure what is the sensible place to go here. In the very top, there's like a room that's like a jail cell kind of a situation. But, I mean, we've been up there and we didn't see any sign that our brother was around, so that doesn't seem right to me.
Have you ever seen any sign of, like, an attic access kind of trapdoor or anything like that?
No. I'm just going to kind of look around here. This room is bitterly cold. The iron bars which form the cell are like rods of ice firmly implanted in both the floor and ceiling. Where is he? Is there possibly there's some bathrooms and stuff we haven't gone in, but I'm wondering if there's possibly a hidden room we haven't found yet or something.
Secret double basement.
This room has a strange energy about it. There's a powerful presence in here. You do not feel alone, just insignificant. Which is, I believe, the same description this room has always had. This seems like it was Drakan, the evil guy's room. I forgot about this thing. This bathroom is cold and dark. There is no toilet. Whoever lived here really did have a mysterious way of doing things. As you enter the bathroom, the door slams shut behind you. Your brother's screams are deafeningly loud in here. It almost seems as if he is on top of you. It's as if someone or something wants you to be here. I had previously noticed this fixture. Let's see what it says. This light fixture seems to have been shaped to be gripped. There is no light switch. But I don't think we can reach it. Oh, the stool!
The stool?
There's a stool in the Magisterium.
Oh.
And I tried to pick it up at one point. It's locked. Okay. I tried to pick it up at one point, but I didn't have room in my inventory, and I was like, it's silly to carry around a stool for no reason, so I'll just leave it here and come back if I ever need it. But I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So we get to hear that lovely scream again. Unlock the door. So many screams. Okay, so we're back in here now. Let's save. I wonder if it's possible that I need to back up further. Like, I wonder if I actually have time here. But we'll find out. Willow does not understand. She cannot get in this chair with me, but Willow has joined the chat. Wonderful. Welcome,
Hi,
Willow.
Willow. You're very good.
I hope Willow and Bee are doing well this evening. So let's see. We're going to go back into the Magisterium and then the observatory, and there's our little stool. Oh. Oh.
Oh?
We can't take this stool. When I didn't have enough room, I think it told me that I didn't have enough room as opposed to this. Like, there's lots of things in this game. Like most objects within a room, you can move around like this. Sometimes if it's a thing you know, could not physically move, it will tell you that, and then they just kind of pop back into place. There's a bunch of items where it's like, it's something you could move, but the game doesn't want to let you, so this mysterious presence puts it back. I assume this is just like a gameplay mechanic to explain away, you know, why you can't take things with you. Good night, Valis. Thanks for hanging out. Willow thumped the side of the chair with her tail rapidly when you said hi. You have been deemed friend. I'm glad to hear that. That's wonderful. And Bill Kuhn says, I can imagine playing this late at night alone on a Macintosh Classic. Yes, that sounds wonderful. I wish I could play this on my own original Mac, but sadly it no longer runs. And if it did, I wouldn't know how to stream from it.
Can I?
Oh, you read a hint, didn't you?
Can I hint you? You do not need to bring anything.
Oh.
To help you reach the light.
Okay. This is a hint I will allow now that you have already given it to me.
I did kind of barrel through and not wait for you to answer.
I think that was reasonable.
It is absolutely right.
I don't want to know anything else.
I will say no more.
I assume we're like super close to the end here.
I think so as well.
And I don't want to like spend a bunch of time running around pointlessly. Okay, I guess this is our latest save. So we want to get upstairs. We're going to listen to some more weird moans. Go in this strange bathroom. Oh, I wonder if I can... Oop, click through that. Let's see if we can move this. No. Stand on the tub? Okay, now what? Okay. I was trying to see if I could stand on this hamper. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this okay, now what is suggesting I've successfully done that. But we'll try. You can't reach the light.
I can give you very vaguely the additional hint that the solution is a little bit silly.
I am not surprised.
Moon logic.
The light can't be moved around. Moon logic, you say?
I mean, I don't know if moon logic is necessarily a useful hint.
Sure. I'm just trying to think of, like, you know, weird solutions.
I would say...
Not literally, but...
I would say it's maybe more cartoon logic than moon logic.
I don't know what to make of that. I'm trying to think of different things we could do here. Let me ask this. Does it involve anything in my inventory? My feeling is no.
No.
Okay. So that just kind of narrows things down. I was already leaning in that direction. I'm thinking about different things we can do in here. I know we can break the mirror. We've got a bar of soap. I know we can break the fish tank. I know we can open this laundry basket and there's a like bloody towel in here. There's a towel hanging up here as well. Are we talking like anime or Looney Tunes logic? I was thinking more Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I would say it's far more Looney Tunes.
I really don't know what to make of that.
The funny thing is that early on, you interacted with some of the things in the room that I assume will now behave slightly differently in this situation. Not that one.
Okay. Smash. Small particles of broken glass fly everywhere. You're not very surprised as small fragments of glass fly through the air. I feel like that gave a different description before. The broken fish tank won't move. Let's turn on the tub. Nothing happened. Water is flowing into the sink.
Okay, actually...
The tub cannot be closed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like like just weird cartoon physics type stuff.
The walkthrough would suggest that you have already done what you need to do, but I feel like we're missing a step.
Glad that was helpful, Baltimore. Did we give Baltimore a shout out earlier?
I think I did. I can have another one.
Just making sure. Baltimore has some wonderful streams. Or stack stuff, maybe. Yeah, I was trying to like move things around, but that didn't seem super helpful. And like, I can't do anything while it's storming. Like, you can move things around literally everywhere, so I don't know that the game really understands stacking things.
I don't understand why thing didn't do thing I expect.
The tub didn't turn on? You seem to react when I tried to turn on the tub.
Yeah.
Okay.
You clicked on the on the...
Oh, you know what? I clicked on the faucet, not the knob.
Okay.
Gurgle, gurgle. The pipes rattle momentarily, then hot water bursts forth from the faucet. The drain in the tub does not seem to be functioning. Okay. So the tub is filling up with water then?
I wonder if you should turn on the cold water too so you don't get scalded.
Apparently I accidentally used the hamper on the faucet.
Oh.
But time has passed and now it's overflowing. The drain does not work. The water in the bathtub now begins to overflow. Okay, so it's filling up with water now. Now I'm understanding where the Looney Tunes logic comes in here.
Apparently this bathroom is like a watertight seal.
Right. Your feet now start getting wet. You were really in no hurry to take a bath, but there are some things beyond your control. So I guess anytime we move an item around the room basically counts as a turn, okay. Which honestly would have been great to know that earlier in the game. But it's quite useful right now. Even things we can't move. So can we reach this yet? You can't reach the light. Should we wait till just the last moment? This seems fine. I agree. This is definitely fine.
Yeah, I have...
The light is now open.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
I was going to say, I don't have any additional context to exactly how this is going to go down.
This small claustrophobic chamber is stuffy and cold. The air in here is so thick that you can barely catch your breath. I assume this is my brother.
You're apparently from Chicago.
Oh no. There's a very strange look in your brother's eyes. They're not his own. A low baritone voice oozes from his mouth. He curses and threatens you, but there is pain and fear in his face. Harsh, 6-7. The small room has a large dirty window. It sports a gloomy gray view. I'm not sure what to do here. Window cannot be opened. Okay. Could we break it? Yes. Tell me it can't be opened. Oh! Yikes!
Eh?
Breaking glass gets your adrenaline flowing and gives you a false feeling of power. At this point, your brother's expression grows blank and a misty specter grows out of his body. A demonic visitor appears and begins wailing these foreboding words. This little one is too weak for me. I need new blood and a stronger body. I need you. I will have you. You will join us now. The hideous creature now hovers threateningly in front of you. Your brother, now freed from the evil demon that was dwelling within, runs out through the window, scared out of his wits, and very glad to have them back again. Okay, I'm gonna save. For a second, I thought maybe we missed something, but we might be okay. I'm not sure how to deal with this demon. But I'm going to first try this amulet we got at the very beginning of the game. The menacing apparition bellows and laughs at your pitiful amulet. He rapidly overpowers your spirit and makes you an unwilling member of his undead realm.
I don't
Shucks.
think you have the right object.
Oh no, we don't have it.
This. Do you want a hint as to what you need?
6-7 agrees that I do not have it. I don't want a hint yet.
Okay.
Are we really a member of this undead realm if we're still alive? I mean, I don't think we are, right? Let's see. Where do we need to back up to? Back in house, I assume is okay.
I don't know, actually. Right. I don't know how time works from this point in the game.
Yeah, sure. But we were able to run around a little bit, and it didn't seem like it was a problem.
Uh-huh. Do you have any ideas as to what you need to get?
I'm thinking about it. I thought about spells, but I mean, it's not the spell book, is it?
No.
Okay. Like
you need Steve's shoe. Oh wait, wrong game.
I assume we need something with the cross.
The power of Christ compels you.
I wonder how long it would have taken me to think of that if you hadn't suggested I carry it with me earlier.
Yeah, that at that time I didn't know what it was for.
Right. I'm pretty sure I took it at that time, but I must have restored.
Right.
And then I didn't pick it up again.
Yeah. Now you just need a young priest and an old priest.
Okay, so hopefully we don't run out of time. Time, our greatest enemy in this game. For those that aren't familiar with this game and are new here, you're very short on time. This is actually my third playthrough of the game, and even within this playthrough, I've restored quite a bit to just back up, which has given me some extra time. If you take too long, like this, like evil force, like overcomes you and you die basically. And it seemed like that force was coming from that evil guy in the basement that we shoved down a pit. So we might be safe from that now.
Yeah, that could be.
But I wouldn't be surprised if this demon that has possessed our brother is also basically its own kind of timer. Okay, so we're locked in here. We need to operate the faucet. Gurgle, gurgle. And then we just need to drag things around.
Apparently, if you try clicking on the light fixture, that counts as an action.
Sure. I mean, it seems like dragging things around works just as well.
Well, sure.
There we go. Okay. I'm going to do another save here. What number are we on? I guess we'll overwrite our demon save. Okay. Break the window. Okay. Your brother, now freed from the evil demon that was dwelling within, runs out through the window, scared out of his wits, and very glad to have them back again. You display this simple religious symbol, and the aggressive demon recoils in terror. The horrifying sight of this small wooden cross causes the demon's power to ebb. In an instant, the menacing apparition fades into nothingness, leaving no tangible evidence of his having been here. I assume we want to go out the window now. You climb through the window out onto the balcony. You are surprised that the air is so mild. In fact, a warm, pleasant breeze wafts past. A bright, warm sun begins to shine through the clouds. You and your brother bask in the warm, golden glow of a summer sun.
I just noticed the brother has like a little thumbs up.
Your brother is now himself again. You are aware of a sense of peace and triumph. You have done very well indeed.
Yay!
Thank you so much, Silver, for those gift subs to Mousimus and Siku. I hope you enjoy your emotes. Thanks, y'all. That was super fun. Let's see, we got some more here. Oh, wow! Congratulations by defeating the evil entities that had taken possession of both this mansion and your little brother, you... we'll type robot spacer.
Gonna print that out?
Have proven yourself a master of the House of Abraxas, the MacVenture team. The MacVenture team salutes you. Please enter your name for your certificate of accomplishment. I'm going to screenshot this. I don't think I can print. I think my mini VMAC emulator just doesn't support printing at all. I was hoping maybe it would have some cool thing where I could like... hook into my computer's print system. But alas, if I was playing this on my actual Macintosh that my dad brought home in 1986, I would be printing it out on a lovely little dot matrix image writer printer. It would take like 10 minutes to print and it would be beautiful. And I would tear the perforated sheet, and then I would have to tear off the little side pieces with the little dots that guide it through the printer, and then I would hang it on the wall. That was super fun. Quit. We did it.
Hooray!
And now the Cubs are no longer cursed. Silver says, this game was rad. I never saw the conclusion of this. More games should do this. I agree. Absolutely. Better than trophies. Replace all trophies with a printable certificate of achievement. So that was Uninvited. And this is part of... as far as I know, there's not any connection between the games, but they all use the same game engine, the Mac Venture engine. And the other ones are Shadowgate, Deja Vu, and the sequel, Deja Vu 2. And I think I am going to want to play those. This certainly had some ups and downs. Like I said, I'm very curious to go through that walkthrough I shared earlier to see if there's any like hints towards some of the weirder puzzles. Based on 6-7's comments, I feel like maybe, or was it? I can't remember if it was Vervain or 6-7, maybe both. I feel like there's some puzzles that just aren't super obvious. But I am curious if I missed any hints. But overall, really fun. And I love the interface. Very unique and inventive. And the other games in the series have the same UI. There's also NES, original Nintendo versions of all of these. Well, yeah, I think all of them except Deja Vu 2. I believe that's correct. And let me push a button here. So that has links to all the currently available versions. There's a version of this game you can buy and run it on your modern day Windows or Macintosh computer. And it basically like emulates the entire Mac UI. It recreates it. It's different than what we played here. But it effectively looks and works the same. It's just sort of a recreated Mac UI instead of the actual one that I was playing in. And then there's also, that version includes Apple IIgs versions of the game that are in color and have a slightly different interface, but mostly pretty similar. And then the second link there is port of the NES version. Again, it's on Steam for Mac and Windows, and it's also available for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. I think I'm gonna do a stream where I play through the NES version of Uninvited. I'm not sure when I will do that. I might do it next week. We might do something else next week. I've got some other stuff I want to play in these spooky time, extra spooky time streams coming up to leading into October. So I'll have to give that some thought. But I would like to check that out. The NES version, of course, has a little bit different interface. It has music, unlike this one, and it has some different story adjustments. I assume they're kind of to make it a little less creepy to a different audience. I'm not sure. I didn't come across whether the development team made these changes on their own or if like Nintendo requested them or what. But I'm curious to see how different it is exactly. The main one I'm aware of is that instead of your younger brother, you're looking for your older sister. And then I feel like there's a lot of little changes to kind of tone down the spookiness, like probably tone down the religious types of demonic stuff, that kind of thing. And then there's some other games that I recently had a stream where I announced what I was going to play next, and then I had weird feelings and made some last minute changes. So I don't think I want to talk about other games I want to play, but I have some other fun ones in mind, and I think it'll be a good time. So I will say no more. Yeah, but I guess that's it for tonight. I honestly, I would love to just immediately go play through the NES version, but it's late and I don't have it set up, so it'll have to wait. Nintendo would have definitely edited the cross out, yeah. Shadowgate Remake also has the classic NES music as an option, which was a nice surprise. Oh, neat. But yeah, thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in with the raid. Silver, once again, I very much appreciate all your support. Very much. I think we'll find somebody to raid here and call it a night. First, schedule. My next stream will be on Saturday. On Saturdays, I've been playing through the entire King's Quest series. I'm currently playing through the 2015 game by The Odd Gentleman, which has been very interesting. I had previously played a little bit of the first episode, but I've gotten past that now, so I do not know exactly where it's going to go. But basically, it kind of fills in the gaps in in King Graham and his family's story throughout the entire series. So, like, you start out playing as very young King Graham even before the first game, and continue on to become very old King Graham. It's got some nice voice acting. Christopher Lloyd as old King Graham. Zelda Williams is a character, and
Wallace Shawn is in there.
Yeah. All kinds of great voice acting. It's been a lot of fun. And next Tuesday, I will be back for more Spooky Tuesday, like I was saying. I've not decided yet, but it'll certainly be... If you enjoyed the stream, I think I'll have something interesting for y'all. Unsecret Crush, my wife back here, is also a streamer. She will be streaming probably on Thursday, maybe tomorrow. New Genshin update is out.
Look at my new Blorbo.
She's got Candace now.
That looks terrible on stream.
Yeah, but that's okay. And on her streams, I hang out in the background and chat with everybody. And on Mondays, yes. She's been playing Persona 3. Starting to get towards the end of that one. And also starting to get into stuff I maybe don't really know. I watched you play a lot of the game. I played some of it myself.
Right.
But I think there's possibly, like, this new character I don't even know at all. Stay Golden. That is a very nice emote. So yeah, I'm excited for the rest of that. And she's also going to be doing a spooky stream because
Actual Halloween falls on one of my regular stream nights.
Is her regular stream night.
I had thought that if I finished Persona 3 before Halloween that I would, like, maybe do more than one spooky games, but I feel like it's not going to shake out that way. There's still too much more Persona to go. Spooky game to be decided. I have a few strong candidates lined up, though.
Yes, I'm very excited to see what you end up choosing. Shoot, we've got so many different choices here. I think I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose this one. I'm just gonna pop in real quick and make sure they're not wrapping up or anything. Should probably stream World of Horror again at some point. Yeah, that's one I definitely want to check out again because it's got those good old school Mac vibes. along with Return of the Obra Dinn. Okay. So we're going to go stop by Weasel Allen playing Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Very enjoyable streamer. Hope y'all will come along. I hope we'll see you around sometime. And I didn't even ever switch back to this view when I was wrapping up, but that's okay. No big deal. I'm sure you all enjoyed the desktop. Anyways, have a good night, y'all. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you around.